Hey, welcome back to the first summer episode of No Rest Holds for the Weary here on Brave New Radio. It's weird to be back. It's been like 3 weeks since our last episode. So we're here, though. We're here, and we are ready to get things going. I'm Dante Vacatoro. Thank you so much for coming back with us. Stephen Clark, Samori Rose, Jesse Norman, the usual suspects are back in studio. It's been a while, fellas.
I would say that meme that's on Twitter for the Grand Theft Auto thing, but one of the words are up there.
Yeah,
so
we can't.
So. Here we go again.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, it's been a while. Some wrestling's happened since then.
A lot of wrestling.
And we're going to talk about it.
And I've only watched a little.
And you didn't miss anything, basically.
That's okay.
We have a pay-per-view to talk about today. We have a championship to talk about today. We have a Firefly Funhouse to talk about today.
Who? Oh, you don't get it.
I wasn't that late into sports.
You should have.
And then we have the first ever Yowie Wowie Hour because I couldn't think of anything to do for the second hour of this show.
And Dante, quote unquote, we're not going to be that serious in the summer, so we can't do top five.
I just noticed that rhymed. Yowie Wowie Hour.
Yeah.
Kind of rhymes, yeah.
See, we could have actually did hot takes, but, it's not hot outside.
It was raining.
Of course.
It's not a Thursday without it being 2 degrees, without it raining on May 23rd.
Yeah.
Yo, it was like 90 degrees a couple days ago.
It was beautiful the last 3 days.
Yeah.
It was actually nice the last 3 days.
The last 3. Are you including the 90-degree day?
Yeah.
No. I put my air conditioner in that day. That made it a nice day. That's what it did.
But of course, the day we have day of the show.
Day of the show, it rains.
Nasty,
rains during rush hour, of course. Yeah. We're here. We're on the radio until 11 o'clock talking about wrestling. This is going to be our summer time slot every other Thursday, potentially every Thursday. We'll talk about that in due time.
Pardon? What'd you say?
Potentially.
That means I have to wake up one day of the week at like 7 o'clock.
Oh, dear Lord.
I go to sleep like 4 a.m.
Should we put that Snapchat baby filter on you too while you say that?
That was trash. Try again.
We'll talk about it. Yeah. We got some Money in the Bank to talk about here. Money in the Bank happened.
That was no bueno.
Hartford, Connecticut over the weekend. One word answer, how was Money in the Bank, everyone?
Solid.
Slaps.
Good.
Yeah. Solid.
V good. I'm going to put a hyphen in between the V and the good. Where should we start? Let's start with the women's Money in the Bank, and then we'll parlay that into the women's thing.
This was much better than I thought it was going to be.
Really good
because
match.
they gave them more time than I thought they were
But they got
going
like
to.
around 15
minutes.
Yeah,
like
it was really good.
Dana Brooke. Let's talk about Dana
The
Brooke
real
the
one?
second. Oh my God.
I
Where the
really
hell is
thought she was going to win it.
Yeah.
Like there was times where I really thought she was going to win it.
Yo, she's hanging off of the briefcase, swinging
I haven't
in the
seen
air.
that in years too.
That
I
was
feel like
insane.
Yeah, like,
Because it's not safe.
No.
And I think they all realized it's not
she
safe.
has the strength to do it though. Like you
Dana
see how-
Brooke goes to the performance center every single day, so she's just like, what can I do? What can I do to be better? Oh, I know. Let me swing off this ladder onto a hook. My MVP of the match was Ember Moon. I thought Ember Moon.
Ember Moon does not
That
want a
clip-
tailbone.
That
she just doesn't want a
clip
tailbone
from the
anymore.
outside.
Oh,
that
off
was
the ladder.
insane.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
You know who I really wish was in this match? Kyrie Sane. Just so he get a
Give me
nice
some elbows and stuff.
Oh,
elbow from the top of the ladder.
that would have been good.
That would have been sick.
Yeah.
This match was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought Mandy was gonna win because of the whole dynamic of Sonya carrying her up. I'm like, oh, maybe that could parlay into a feud that they have at SummerSlam. Then, hey, Bailey wins.
That's perfectly
that's
fine.
Yeah.
And for what happened later in the night, that's fine by me.
Yeah, let's talk about what happened later in the night.
So we're just gonna skip. That's fine.
Yeah, we go out of order. It's fine. It's fine. It's the summer. Who cares?
Yeah, Lacey
It's a nice
Becky.
breeze.
Lacey Becky was all right.
Lacey Becky was good. I think it
it was all right. It was
a good
it did what
showcase for Lacey.
It did what it needed to do.
Lacey had a WrestleMania style entrance,
Yeah.
basically, which was I'm cool with it.
Printing money.
Printing money.
That was nice.
As if there wasn't a clear sign of what Lacey Evans brings
and
to this
she had a
company.
hat the size of her daughter, basically.
Yeah.
And then,
Does her daughter go to school?
She has a daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah, she has a
and
daughter.
she goes
Yeah.
to every show.
Yeah,
Does she go
yeah.
to school?
Probably
Is she
not.
educated?
She could probably homeschool
she's
her.
being raised by a lady. She's fine.
How?
Well,
You're everywhere.
Lacey Evans, she was in like the Marines and
Yeah.
stuff. I feel like maybe she got a teaching degree while she was doing it. You know, she could teach her kid. Do you have to have a teaching degree to homeschool your kid?
That's a good question.
No, I think you can just sign up with like a
company
like a school
thing?
service or like a company thing, and I think you can like teach your kid.
Is this what
anywhere.
we're going to talk about this summer?
I'm
just interested. No,
listen,
now I'm interested.
I told you this on the drive up. When I was in school, like in the semester, I was motivated. I still said some of the things I said on the show with that motivation.
Yeah. Some of the things you said
My
on this
brain's
show.
been shut off for 3 weeks
Jinder
now.
Mahal's title reign was better than AJ Styles.
I mean, it was.
Quote on
Let's all calm down.
Dante Vacatoro 2019.
I haven't thought about Jinder Mahal.
Save it for the
Honestly-
Yowie Wowie Hour.
No,
No.
I'm
It's not worth-
it's not worth that.
Yeah, I didn't think
All
that
I'm
was-
saying is,
I know
if-
you're going to talk about him
if
in the Yowie
Jinder
Wowie Hour.
gets the
To an extent.
24/7 title and does his whole modern day Maharaja gimmick again, I would love it. Actually,
Think about it.
That would be pretty funny.
He was
that
in,
would be great if he actually like escalates it to like
he was
thinks he's the
in that
WWE
pile
champion.
that was chasing R-Truth. He was the closest to winning the title. Former WWE champions going after the title. You're increasing your
one
prestige.
former WWE champion.
We got to talk about
One
that title.
and maybe
we'll talk
We'll
about
talk
the
about it in the
lady.
second half hour
There's
at the
ups and
bottom there.
downs to that.
Not even. We'll talk about this hour. We're doing Raw this hour, right?
Oh,
Yeah, the bottom of the hour is what I said.
No, you said the next hour.
Next half hour.
Look it up in the
Run back the
archives.
tape. Ashley, come in.
Ashley's not here.
I don't think anybody's going to accept that.
There's
But you know
no
what?
one.
That's A-okay.
Yeah.
I'm dedicated.
So after Lacey and Becky, Charlotte comes out. The energy in Charlotte's entrance.
She's all smiley.
My God. And she comes out. She beats Becky for the title. Bailey cashes in. Bailey becomes SmackDown Women's Champion. I love it.
Just a side note. So does everybody here know Colin Cowherd? You know,
Unfortunately, yeah.
Colin Cowherd.
The host of the Colin Cowherd show. He quoted a picture that Charlotte Flair put up and was just like, "That's it. You won. Everybody else get off of Twitter."
Yeah.
I just thought that was very interesting.
Thirsty like the Sahara Desert was Colin
He was
Cowherd.
on like his third wife. I'm pretty
God
sure.
bless America.
Hold on.
I just think that
You brought up the name. Now I'm about to go on a little tangent. He is the worst sports analyst, point blank.
He's going to be
period.
advertising SmackDown Live in the fall.
I was about to say he's not as bad as some people say he is. He's not as bad.
Anywho.
But he is probably going to be covering for FS1.
Yeah.
He likes wrestling.
There you
And
go.
I think that's a very interesting Coward's one of the biggest sports analysts by far.
Yeah, to get
in the
his-
company. And he was looking at wrestling and everything.
Yeah.
I just think that's a
he's
a nice look.
He's no bueno. But like I was telling Dante on the ride here, the people I watch the pay-per-views with, they don't know what's what. They're like, oh, we want shocks. And we're gonna get to this like
Well, there's a
later.
shock.
And they're like, oh, we want shocks, but then they're mad when we get shocks.
Yeah.
So they're mad. Oh, Charlotte won. Blah blah blah. Why is Bailey cashing in already? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
They
you,
haven't done-
what
they
do you mean?
When did Dean Ambrose cash in?
2016.
Same
Okay,
night.
they haven't done
But
it.
Bliss-
They haven't
Bliss
done
did
it.
it last
Bliss did it last year too.
Wow, I would not have remembered that.
But you wouldn't have remembered it
whatsoever.
because Nia Jax was fighting Ronda Rousey. That was actually a good match, but
Yeah.
there was a lot. There was a lot of stuff
I
going
try
on
to
with that pay per
forget
view.
all the Nia Jax feuds.
No, that was
That was
have
Nia's
ever
best match, I
happened.
think, to date.
That's
that was a really good
still
match.
not saying much. I'm not even Nia Jax wrestling. I just hate Nia Jax feuds. I think they're
Well, guess what?
god-awful.
Guess you want to know something? You're not going to see her for a while. So
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Double ACL surgery. She's
Yeah,
not going to be
Wowie.
around for a while.
R.I.P.
I would have liked it if Bailey cashed in on Becky or made it a triple threat, like in the middle of the match. But just the fact that she won the title, I think, is good.
And the
enough for
thing
me.
that I like was what they teased on SmackDown. It is like the first SmackDown I've watched since we left. How Becky was like, "Yeah, if it comes between me and you, I'm gonna punch you in your face."
Yeah.
So I'm
I don't
like,
think Becky's gonna go for the title again.
No.
I think
I'm
she
just
might
on
have,
Raw.
She might have like a match next week, like a rematch for the belt, and then
I don't think she needs to.
no, she doesn't.
Doesn't
She
need to,
doesn't at all. But I
exactly.
think she might get like just to try to like
And I like-
tie a little bow on
And
the
I like the
story.
storylines that they all did with that one match. Well, 2 matches if you want to
Yeah.
count it. So that permanently put Becky on Raw for the time being, because I don't think that's going to last.
Permanently
much longer.
put Charlotte on SmackDown.
Permanently put-
with the
permanently
wild
put
card,
Charlotte on
they'll win
SmackDown.
both.
What else?
What are the rules?
The two feuds were started and continued. So
Yeah.
yeah,
At least the Becky Charlotte thing is done for now. They need to.
they'll be
careful.
fighting again in like 3 months.
With
Yeah.
the wild card, they'll still be fighting every
Yeah.
week.
They fought on SmackDown.
I'll tell you what. If Sasha wanted to play ball, they have a very easy way to do a 4 horseman 4-way at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
With both titles on the line.
If they wanted to, yeah. I don't know if you would do that so close after Mania just did it, but theoretically you could do it again if
Maybe
you
wait
wanted
till
to.
next year's Mania.
They could, yeah.
That'd be nice.
That's
And
thinking
and
Sasha's
the
still
funny-
going to be there.
and
Yeah.
I think she's coming back.
Yeah, I
don't
think she
know,
is
I don't
too,
know if this
but-
is. I'm not going to say it's a work, but
I don't know,
She's just
there
taking
was-
time off, I feel like.
And my
well,
thing
there
is-
was a lot of sources, and I don't know how good the sources are, but they said Money in the Bank was the deadline for Sasha and WWE to like get it together. Because after that, WWE was like, "We don't need you."
So they definitely
They
probably
don't.
did get it together because they did mention Sasha's name in the post interview with Bailey when she won the title.
Yeah, but they've mentioned people's names long after they've been gone.
Like who?
Because they own their. They've talked about CM Punk for a while after he left, even though he was disgraced.
I mean,
in
he
the
was under
company.
contract,
Yeah,
so.
Sasha's under contract, so
Yeah,
they
that's
they
true.
can talk about her as
That's
much
true.
as they want. They still own all
Yeah.
of her likeness and everything, so they could bring her. They can put her in promos. They can put her in anything they want.
Right.
I think she's coming back
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think so.
because
too.
I don't even know what she was in her head. Because she wasn't getting what she thought she should have, and that could have been her.
Well, the Iconics already went against the report that Bailey and Sasha were very mad.
Yeah.
So did
They-
Sasha too.
Yeah, they said they were like, no, that's not true. Well, and also in a recent interview, a rare interview, Vince McMahon did say, whenever my people ask for time off, I give them time off. I never told anybody, no, you can't have time off. So maybe that could be like
Yeah.
saying something that like Sasha wanted time off. Sasha's taken time off at least 2 or 3 times before. She said
Maybe.
she's I know she definitely did earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
She took time off, and I'm pretty sure she did. That might have been for injury though during the
Yeah.
Charlotte feud. So
Yeah.
I know she has taken time off
Yeah,
before.
right after SummerSlam 16, she took time off
Yeah.
because there was a triple threat at Clash of Champions.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know she's taken time off before. So
Both Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston retained their championships at Money in the Bank.
Expected.
Yeah.
That's right.
2 good
That
matches.
match
there.
was-
I thought the Seth AJ match was really good for still leaving
A lot.
some
That
in the
match-
tank for another.
that match
The
slapped.
stomp into the Styles clash
So good.
was so
Not
good.
just not that was the main one, but the one I liked was how he was gonna do the knee and he reversed it to the Hushi. Oh, that was that was so good.
yeah.
Yeah,
The AJ Seth match was really good.
Yeah,
and
that-
there was no turn, which
Yeah.
was I liked
Shocking.
because I thought at the end of it, I thought there didn't need to be one.
No.
No.
And I
AJ's been face for a while, but I like a more. I think it's better if they play off AJ turning heel slowly.
Yeah, like he's desperate
instead
for
of a knee jerk. Like Shinsuke was pretty knee jerk. Like he lost the match and then immediately turned.
But
When AJ got back in the ring, I
that
was
point,
like,
I think that was the right thing to do
Yeah,
for Shinsuke
because
because there was
he
no
lost
heel.
like 3 straight
Oh,
title
yeah, absolutely.
matches.
But
yeah.
and there was no big heel to fight for AJ
Right.
to fight.
yeah.
Shoot, what was I about to say? Yeah, that match was phenomenal. That was probably. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Pardon, but that might have been the best WWE match for this year. Relax.
main roster.
Yeah, main roster. Relax.
I still think Kofi Bryan.
Kofi Bryan at Mania.
Well, speaking of Kofi,
I thought
that's
Kofi Owens was really
No,
good.
no,
that was good,
it
yeah.
was. That's just the moment, though.
that was underwhelming for me a little.
Really?
The
Yeah.
The actual match slapped.
No, the actual match was good, but I don't think it was as good as AJ and Seth. That's
No,
just,
it wasn't as good as AJ and Seth, but I thought that was.
No. Moment wise, that's like the best thing WWE's done all year. But
Yeah.
but just for me, the match was better. And
I see where you're coming from.
and I like KO and
It was
Kofi.
underwhelming for me a little bit. I don't know.
No, I like.
I really liked it. I
was a
thought
good
it was really good. I think Kofi continues to if Kofi continues to put on matches like this, there's no reason for him to not stay in the main event.
Yeah.
I like how he's now beating all like former world champions, which
And
is
he's
good.
Yeah.
He's about to beat another
Yeah.
one
That's
too.
clean. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing he needs. Like he's getting
And,
help from
and he didn't. And no Xavier Woods was
No
at-
Big E.
No Big
no
E.
Biggie.
And he's probably gonna do. He's probably gonna do that again
He's
against
doing it with the dog.
No shoes.
the person who returned on Tuesday.
I screamed when he came out. But that. We'll
What
talk
else
about-
I had a
happened?
blank face.
Yeah,
when it came out.
Apparently, this was a like literally just made
'Cause Owens
because
doesn't-
Owens
won't
doesn't go to Saudi.
No,
Yeah,
Owens won't go to
Pray,
Saudi.
pray for Finn Balor.
I know he
Pray for
took
Finn
a
Balor.
beating in the
Yeah,
Money
that-
in the Bank.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
This might have been my favorite Money in the Bank match ever. The
I had
men's.
to rewatch, but
It's either this or 16.
It
but-
was a spot fest like crazy, but I loved it.
Yeah.
the Spanish fly off the top.
Yeah.
Oh, this match was good.
Ricochet going through the ladder.
I thought Ricochet would have did more.
Oh,
That
dead.
I thought he would have done a little more. Corbin actually had a nice choke slam through the table.
Corbin's always good.
Wrong.
Low key.
Did you
He's my
guys-
MVP of 2019? Low key. So far. Either him. He's like,
I love just putting the meat on the table like that.
Wait, not what?
What?
Who?
all right. Kofi's my MVP of 2019. Corbin's in top 3.
Why?
I love
He's been
this.
staying relevant this whole time, even though he's after his constable act.
Pardon.
I turn off my TV when Corbin comes on, and then I wait to see when he's off, and I turn it back
But he
on.
gets a
so
reaction
fickle.
from the crowd. So.
That's
Can't
cool.
stand Corbin. Not even that. Like
not
I
a
hate
fan
him.
of
I
him,
want to see him
but-
get beaten up.
But guess what? He's about to get a title shot too.
Oh God.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch on the PC YouTube Casey Catanzaro watching Ricochet?
Yeah.
I did not get a chance to
It's-
get to
Oh
watch
my
it.
God.
It's literally 10 minutes of her yelling, "Oh my God," and "Is Trevor okay?" It's great. It's great. Everyone took a beating. Good stuff all the way around. Ali's on top of the ladder, getting the briefcase, and then Brock's music hits.
Dude, Ollie had so much time.
Yeah.
Ollie, you could have gotten that briefcase
Ollie
down,
could've
my
done
man.
it.
Come on.
Go into business for yourself,
Man,
buddy.
He
He
just
just did
looks.
that.
He just looks at Brock for about 2 minutes. Like, come on, Jack Swagger could have gotten that briefcase off in that time.
Hey.
Come on.
Yeah, no.
Don't push yourself there.
Don't get the edited 2010 WrestleMania here.
I'm fine with.
I have no
doing
issue.
this thing.
And like I said, we want shocks.
Yeah.
You gotta.
That's the thing.
You got a
Yeah.
genuine shock. Nobody expected Brock Lesnar to come out, and you complain.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think Brock's back for good now. I mean,
and that's fine.
He's still not on a full-time schedule
Yeah.
or anything.
He was
Well,
on
he's-
Raw the next night. People were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he doesn't come." He was literally on Raw the next
He's,
night.
he's officially
He's gonna be there next
retired
week, too.
from
UFC.
MMA.
Yeah.
So he's. What else is he gonna do?
Yeah, because if he would have went back, he would have got destroyed by DC. But that's
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
we all.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely. But like,
No one saw that coming. That's what I love.
Yeah.
at all.
I love.
Yeah.
See, I don't like the.
well, usually we don't see
character.
Brock this close together.
Yeah, you're
We
right.
just saw him
Did
at
you see him
Mania.
climb the ladder?
Yeah.
He was so.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's shaking. Yeah, I don't like the guy or whatever, Brock, whatever the character
Yeah.
of Brock, but the shock factor. That's what we live for as wrestling fans.
Yeah.
the shock factor.
No, I like. No,
The character
I have
of
no
Brock.
issue with Brock. I just have an issue with Brock when he's a champion
Yeah.
and he just holds it and doesn't do anything. And he misses like 5 pay-per-view. You remember the rule? If you don't defend your title in 30 days, you vacate the title.
Naomi had to give up
Okay.
her title and then win it back at
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Brock didn't defend it for, I feel like, a year. And they were like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so this is fine. I believe he's going to cash in on Kofi.
I think so too,
'Cause-
especially towards the fall.
Yeah, because he's definitely going to SmackDown, I think.
Brock Lesnar is the third person now to win Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, and King of the Ring. Do you guys know who the other two are?
Seth,
Sheamus.
No.
Sheamus.
wait, you said, what'd you say?
King of the Ring, Money in the
Oh,
Bank.
you said King of the Ring. Pardon. I thought you said
And the
something else.
Rumble.
Sheamus is one. You're right.
Sheamus and Steve Austin.
No.
Steve Austin never won
Austin
Money in
never
the Bank.
won Money in the Bank.
Edge.
There we go. Edge and
That's
Sheamus.
fair. Steve
Edge,
Austin.
I
Sheamus
thought you
and
said
Brock.
something. I thought you just said I thought you said WWE title.
Edge,
Pardon,
Sheamus, and Brock. If we had a WWE title and not King of the Ring, like Del Rio would have been in that too.
Oh, God.
We need King of the Ring back. Get rid of
No, we
Breaking
don't.
Point.
We need a Queen of the Ring.
Get rid of Breaking Point or
So
whatever. the
Charlotte can win.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and that'll be her gimmick for the next 3 years.
That's fine.
Already is her gimmick.
new- yeah.
Anything else big for Money in the Bank?
I really like the cruiserweight match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for Ari Daivari because he's never going
I
to
like
drive a
his
car
entrance. I like his
on
entrance.
the stage ever again.
I don't
but-
watch 205 really, but I liked his entrance. He came out in the car. I was like,
Yeah, I don't watch 205 either,
Yeah.
so I don't know if he does that often.
Yeah,
but-
No, this is literally the first time.
and the only
I
because
figured.
he's not going
Because he's
to.
never going to be on pay per view again.
They got in the main
I was
card.
surprised that wasn't on the pre-show.
Yeah, I also
Well,
was.
it's Tony Nese being champion now. That's what it is.
Yeah, Tony Nese.
My boy Tony Nese being champ.
Yeah,
Getting him on the main card.
it was fine. I had no issue with it.
No,
The match was whatever.
It was fine.
it was fine. Yeah. What else do we have? We got to talk about this. How about referees?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that cage match was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as
Yeah,
good as
it couldn't
Mania,
live. Yeah, it definitely couldn't
No.
live up to Mania.
Oh, no.
I
not
didn't
at
think
all.
their match with Mania was okay, but
No, their
I
match
th-
at Mania was
It was
good.
fantastic.
I thought it was okay.
Their match at Mania, the word I used to describe it, it's up there on the
Oh,
poster.
really?
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah.
See, you didn't. I knew exactly what he was
I
talking
didn't.
about when he said that.
I did.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one,
It wasn't.
this
very
one was
good.
This one was bad.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
the-
by the way, Shane is ripped. I never. Shane is ripped.
Hairy, sweaty, and ripped.
yeah.
Yeah, no bueno.
No.
No
yeah,
bueno
You
at
know.
all.
No. Roman versus Elias was perfect in my opinion.
Yeah, it did what it needed
I
to
did
do.
not
That,
want
that was
that.
my bathroom break.
Okay, that's nice.
And
I don't
you
care about your
think- you
peeing
think a-
habits.
No,
but
no,
okay.
no. I'm
You
just
take
saying.
a 8-second bathroom break then.
No. I took a bathroom break. I came back. The match was over. So I'm like,
That's all I needed.
At least,
okay.
can the feud just be done?
Yeah.
Please.
Well, they kind of moved Roman to someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
please, Elias.
Yeah.
Just
going back to the refs though, I could kind of understand it with Ray and Joe because Joe got busted open. They
I
panicked.
understand that.
Ray apparently separated his shoulder in the
He was
post
in a
match
cast
attack.
on Monday.
bless.
In a sling, I mean, not a
But
cast.
Ray won the Grand Slam. Now he's a Grand Slam champion. So maybe Dominic
And
will
he
win the
might not
title.
come back.
what?
He might not come back.
The U.S. title is a
He's
new first
coming
title.
back.
He's kind of old, but you know what?
Rey
He
Mysterio is in the greatest shape
He had
of his
surgery
life.
5 times on his left knee, and look at him now.
I love
Who's he?
that.
Chris Sabin?
Yeah, Chris Sabin, man.
Do you know what
Shout
I need?
out Chris Sabin.
Do you know what I need for SummerSlam? I need Dominic to turn on Ray eventually. Dominic versus Ray for the custody of Dominic. Dominic
There we
doesn't,
go.
Dominic doesn't want to be his son
I like the
anymore.
way he
Emancipated.
thinks.
Dominic doesn't want to be his son anymore.
Yeah.
And the custody of Dominic ladder match again. Dominic versus Ray.
I saw a tweet
If Ray
this week.
wins, how does that dinner go?
Yeah, right.
Like, no, you're
If
still
he
my son.
loses, how
Yeah.
does that dinner go?
Well, there is
How's
no
Christmas
dinner if
go?
he loses.
I saw a tweet this week that was like, Dominic definitely uses bots to cop sneakers on the sneakers app. That's my latest Dominic is a clout chasing Walter tweet.
is.
I love it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We have like 5 minutes left for this half hour, so I want to talk about Vern Gagne for a sec.
Who?
Vern Gagne.
What is that?
He used to wrestle back in.
Can
the
we
day.
not?
No, I have a funny story. That was
Okay.
on Vern Gagne's Wikipedia on
Why?
Monday. As you do. I brought him up during
Wikipedia is a
Discord.
slippery slope, my man.
No, it is.
It
You know,
is.
Vern Gagne killed a man?
I kind of believe that.
So did Ray
But then
Lewis.
Allegedly.
Ray Lewis
allegedly,
killed 2 men.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Vern Gagne. So
Did he actually kill somebody though?
the year was 2009. And Vern Gagne is at a retirement home, and he gets in an argument with a 97-year-old retirement home person. And in the argument, Vern Gagne shoves the retirement home guy to the ground, breaks his hip, and he later dies of his injuries. The medical examiner rules it a homicide, but they don't arrest Vern Gagne because
He's in a retirement home.
he has Alzheimer's.
And he forgot?
He can't legally be held responsible because with the Alzheimer's, you don't have the intention to kill.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
Vern Gagne, yeah.
Not your
So
head.
when I've just said Vern Gagne just to break up dead air sometimes, like in our conversations.
Oh, so
gives you a different perspective. Vern Gagne.
And that's the news.
Firefly Funhouse was great. Ash, if you're listening, I need a Firefly Funhouse hotkey one of these days.
Yowie Wowie.
Just a Yowie Wowie. That's all I need.
Yowie Wowie. And let me in, maybe.
No, I don't even need to let me in.
But I wanted one for Money in the Bank. I wanted a special one.
Yeah, I wanted something at
For a
Money in the Bank
second,
for him.
I thought he was going to be the last person in the Money in the Bank match.
That's
I
what
saw
I thought.
people thinking that he attacked Sammy.
I thought it was Owens. I thought it was going to be Owens.
I figured it would be Brock, or like they
Did you really?
played all. They played it not in retrospect. I thought that it was Brock.
If it was Brock, that was kind of smart the way they did it.
Yeah.
Because Braun was like, I didn't do it.
Right.
Then it could be like, who beat up Aleister Black?
Just like the thing is, they kind of
Except
dropped
they tell
it.
you in 1 week, and there's no build to it at all.
Like,
and
hey,
there's no Nikki Cross sitting there going, I know.
Brock,
it's just-
Brock comes out like this with the money bag. He's like, I hung you up
I love
upside down. What are you going to do about it?
Because my thing is, they kind of dropped it with Sammy. Like, Sammy's not looking for the person or anything like that. He just kind of had his match this week, and that was that.
Yeah.
That makes me think that I'm assuming Brock did it because they didn't. They're just insinuating, like, who else would have done it?
Yeah.
And Sammy doesn't care.
Dolph Ziggler.
Oh.
We'll get
There
to
we
Dolph
go.
Ziggler. I'm excited to talk about Dolph Ziggler, but we'll talk about
Wait,
him.
hold on.
Oh, shoot.
Pardon. I don't know if we're going to talk about NXT, but that lawn dart into the knee,
Yeah,
that
that
slapped.
was disgusting, yeah.
that was
That was nasty.
Yeah.
that slapped, and that match
It
slapped.
was a good show. Like a,
It was a
like
good- yeah.
beyond good show of
Yeah,
NXT
see, we
this
got like
week.
2 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, it did that.
yeah,
it did
it's
that.
it's
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
there.
We just point at the wall now if something is beyond slap.
Yeah.
Great tag match. Holy
Yeah, and Tyler Breeze and Velveteen. Velveteen was
no.
on fire on the mic. Oh, that was good.
Breeze is old and curmudgeon-y. I don't like him anymore.
But that match is gonna
I
be
miss
good.
I
Fandango.
don't like his haircut.
Yeah, I don't like Tyler Breeze.
I like Tyler Breeze.
You know what? I know I'm talking
Tyler
about.
Breeze
For,
in NXT.
I know what I'm talking
so
about
good.
for hour 2.
Okay, we're good.
Or for the first part.
Here, that was our first half hour back. How'd that feel, guys?
So good.
Yeah,
Yowie
sure.
wowie.
Yeah, Yowie Wowie indeed. We're gonna listen to "Cool for the Summer" because I accidentally went to dead air trying to play it on the computer at the start of the show. So we're gonna play "Cool for the Summer" now. On the flip side of this, we're gonna talk about Raw and SmackDown this week. Keep it locked here on Brave New Radio. You're listening to No Rest Holds for the Weary.
Tell me what you want, what you like, it's okay. I'm a little curious too. Tell me if it's wrong, if it's right, I don't care. I can keep a secret, kid. You got my mind on your body and your body on my mind. Got a taste for the cherry, I just need to take a bite. Don't tell your mother. Kiss one another, die for each other. We're cool for the summer. Take me down into your paradise. Don't be scared, 'cause I'm your body type. Just something that we wanna try. 'Cause you and we're cool for the summer. Tell me if I won, if I did, what's my prize? I just wanna play with you, too. Even if they judge it out, do the time. I just wanna have some fun with you. Got my mind on your body and your body on my mind. Got a taste for the cherry, I just need to take a bite. Don't tell your mother, kiss one another, each other. We're cool for the summer. Take me down into your paradise. Don't be scared, 'cause I'm your body type.
All right, welcome back to No Results for the Weary here on Brave New Radio. Why is everyone laughing at me today?
Because you're goofy.
I mean, yeah, but I'm Dante Vacatoro. Apparently, I'm goofy. Stephen Clark, Samori Rose, Jesse Norman. We talked about Money in the Bank. Now it's time to talk about the fallout for Money in the Bank, Raw and SmackDown. I think the only thing we have here to talk about is the 24/7 championship. So let's talk about it.
Yeah,
and
Raw
how
was
much
kind of
I
forgettable.
love it.
Except for the 24. That's fine.
The 24/7. Mick Foley butchered the
Oh, it was sticking out of the bag too.
Yeah.
For the whole time. I'm just
It was, yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
man.
Mick Foley
For a
did-
second when it was the green, I was like, are they bringing back Braun's
That's what I
Royal
heard, too.
Saudi title.
I
Rumble
was like,
belt?
no.
I was like,
Yeah.
did they just repackage Braun's belt?
I heard like 4 different rumors during the day about what this title was. The
Hall of
Legends
Fame
title,
title,
yeah. Hardcore, whatever. Network, this, that, and the other thing.
Oh, network title would be good.
Foley
a good name.
screwed up the Cruiserweight introduction, too, in 2016.
Dude, Foley screws up a lot.
His brain hurts.
Look,
Yeah,
that man
Foley.
has been through a lot.
Yeah.
Give him a break.
So I'm sitting in his
Stop
Christmas
giving
room in
him
his home.
Exactly. Get
Talking
someone else to do
roles.
it.
Yeah.
Bring back Kurt.
I feel like he barely even mentioned the hardcore title. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna
44
run, Mick Foley doing
Yeah,
it,
he should talk about it.
you
He
should
was the
talk
first
about
hardcore champion, yeah.
Exactly. Why did you not really talk about the? I guess because, like, back then it was TV 14, so you don't want to allude to it. I
Yeah.
guess.
Still,
but
they're doing the same kind of premise as the 24/7 rule of the hardcore
exactly-
title.
yeah,
the same
exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that.
24/7 championship is decided. A scramble to the ring. First one to leave the ring is the champion. Titus O'Neil gets it. 24 seconds later, Robert Roode wins it. And at the end of the night, R-Truth rolls up Robert Roode in the parking lot, wins the title. I can't love this enough.
Remember when Robert Roode beat Ricochet?
Yeah.
Why? Why did they ever do
That makes
that?
no sense now.
I mean, Ricochet got his win back 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but
Cesaro beat Ricochet this week.
Yeah, that was a good
that
match.
was-
That was a
that
really
was
good
good.
match.
Really good.
That was
Yeah.
solid. But,
Um,
all right, 24/7 title.
Yeah, let's.
All right. There's one thing that's bothering me with it. There's two things actually. I do like it, but I don't like the green strap. But I can't do anything about that. I don't know. Just like the green and the gold with me just doesn't really like. I don't know. Let's make it black. Black and gold would look sick.
I want to say one thing.
Say it.
To everybody out there disrespecting the Jeff Hardy Immortal Belt
Yeah.
from
I
TNA,
retweeted that.
screw yourself. That belt was amazing.
It's nice. I
I
retweeted it, though.
love
That was
the Jeff Hardy
peak
Immortal
of Jeff
belt.
Hardy's drugs.
Oh my
love
god!
the
And it
peak
was
of
the
his
peak
drugs.
of belts. I love that belt.
And just one.
I could only imagine the way you decorate your house if you think that title looked good.
Title looked
It looks
amazing.
good for being Jeff Hardy's title.
Yeah, I guess.
It was only Jeff Hardy's title though. It's like the Spinner US belt that could only be
John's.
Cena's.
Yeah.
It was.
the Spinner WWE title was only supposed to be Cena's, and they held it for
should have
8
been.
years.
It should have been. Oh God, when CM Punk is sitting there holding it, it just looks all wrong.
Mm.
But that Immortal belt by Jeff Hardy looks amazing. So I don't want to hear any slander about that. All right, that belt is amazing.
One last thing, the 24/7 title. It's a good idea. It gets more people on the show. I'd say it adds comedy acts, which
Yeah.
is fine. But I don't like how they were all running, and then you see top stars like Corbin and Lashley just watching them and not trying to go after the title. Not trying to get a title.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
them running past Sammy and not trying to get the title.
Yeah,
I understand that.
In my opinion, they don't care about that title. First
Yeah,
of
That
all.
just ruins the title then for me. Like, why should I care if they don't care?
That title's for the undercard. As you were saying,
Yeah, it
no more
is.
people
It
need to
is.
get on the card.
Yeah.
What else was I
But
going
one,
to say?
isn't
I
that
just
the goal
think
to get a championship in WWE? And that's the
Yeah,
championship.
not that
championship.
not that title. First of all, second of all, I think this will turn into a cluster. Well, I don't want it to,
It will.
but it will, and I feel like it's going to get lost.
But I like it right now.
I think that's gonna happen too. I don't think this belt.
Not
like,
disrespectful at all, but just
I don't
it's
know
gonna
if
get
this
a
belt
cluster
will
and
be
lost.
around next year. Honestly, I think they might already like.
Somebody's
pack it
gonna
in.
burn it. Bray Wyatt's probably gonna burn it.
I think Charlie Caruso's going to win it, and no one's going to be able to step to her, so they're just going to have to retire the title.
There
Kathy
was
Kelly
an
will.
idea pitched on, I think somebody pitched in like the Wrestle Talk stream or something, of like if you hold it for 30 days, maybe you could get like a title shot or something, which like
that'd be
I
interesting.
think that'd be interesting. I like the title as like for the undercard because the undercard really doesn't have a belt when they used to have like the European and the light heavyweight and everything. But I also would like Steven said, for it to matter, maybe give them like, you know, maybe not 30 days for a universal title shot, but like
A mid-card title shot.
you can like it. They should use it as a stepping stone of like moving people up, or like if somebody's getting a push, you know, give them a little bit.
Think about it
of a
like
reign
this.
or something.
Who was the biggest name to hold the hardcore title back then? Kane?
No, Taker won it.
Taker did win it, and RVD did win it.
Yeah.
Pardon. That was like 01. But Kane had it. Big Show was in a run for it. Taker had it.
You're right, though. No, really.
No,
Didn't
big
Bubba
people.
Ray win it 7 times? And he was big in TNA, you know, 10 years later.
Yeah,
He's-
at that time he wasn't.
his
he was
gut's
a
pretty big.
he's a tag team specialist. But like Raven was winning it. Perry sat.
No
Yeah.
main stars have to win it, but I just want main stars to kind of chase it.
Jinder Mahal chased for it.
Exactly. No main stars chased it. Exactly.
R-Truth's the champion right now. R-Truth's a Hall of
R-Truth's
Famer.
never held the
R-Truth's
world title.
amazing. R-Truth is a Hall of
I
Famer.
like Truth, but he never held the world title. Like I want
Let's not
Did
do
you not
this.
watch Capital Punishment?
I
World
would.
title
He
match.
didn't win the title.
Yeah,
though.
but he was in it.
I want to forget
walked
about that
in with the
pay-per-view, though.
championship.
Me too.
Actually,
He did.
He did. Yeah.
All the little Jimmys
He
out
lost
there.
because we're not going to even get started on that, and he's not a Hall of Famer.
No.
He's
What
okay.
did you say,
If
man?
Coco Beware is a Hall of
R-Truth
Famer,
is not a Hall of Famer.
R-Truth's a
If
Hall
the
of Famer.
Bushwhackers are Hall of Famers. then-
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal's a Hall of Famer. Anywho, let's get back. The 24/7 title. The thing with your design.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Are you actually thinking about this?
No, he's not. Not right now. No.
Because you can't actually be.
No.
Why'd that even come
I
across
don't
your
know.
mind?
I don't
So,
know.
Don't let him.
You're right.
What
Don't
are
let
you
him
doing?
infect you.
Save me.
So my thing with the design is that I like the fact that it looks like poop.
Because it's meant to be, right?
Yeah, because it's just
The
a stupid
hardcore title
thing.
looked like trash.
I like
The
I like
plates look nice.
I love the side plates not having anything on them, just looking like wallets
Yeah.
because like they're never gonna have time to like do a side plate removal.
Wallets. They do.
They're never gonna make like a photo shoot on .com. You're never gonna see title renders of them as the champions, but it's fine. It's funny. I love it.
I like the main plate.
Yeah.
Looks like the boxing championship. but,
Yeah.
You know.
I like the tease at the end with Brock. It's like, oh, I'm gonna cash it on you, or I'm gonna cash. No,
Yeah.
the funny thing when they both came out and they were, and Paul was like, look, you got you here and you here. You guys are waiting to get cashed in by him. Shouldn't it be the other way around? And I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
it
that's a
should
good
be
point. Yeah.
it should be the other way around. Yeah, Brock holding the money. It's something new
Yeah.
because Brock's been
Yeah.
dominating the title scene since 2017.
For the last 7, 8,
Yeah,
5 years, I'd say.
So it's better off that he's doing something different.
It's
Brock-
exactly the point. Yeah,
Brock
it's
thinks-
something different.
Brock thinks the Money in the Bank's a boombox, apparently.
I love
I
that.
like that too.
Oh,
I think
so
that-
many good memes came
It
out of
reminds
that.
me of Brock with the Spanish music and all that
Yeah.
back in the day. It reminds me of that, Brock. Like with the whole thing.
Yeah, Brock's a funny character.
Yeah.
They announced Roman Shane for Super Showdown.
Who cares?
Kind of saw that. We're getting
Alright.
Pardon, I didn't mean to say that like that to you. But who cares?
coast
Yeah.
to coast into the spear, just like Survivor Series.
Yeah, yeah, that's all they got.
Oh
do.
God, Shane,
Yeah. That's another good
Yeah, he almost died that
please
day.
come back, Shane. Don't die in Saudi Arabia from a spear by Roman Reigns.
They kind of wanted to revamp that third hour, so like they got new graphic
saw it's all
packages.
black.
It's blacked out.
Maybe the third hour is going to be like a little
TV 14.
darker.
Yeah.
I watched that.
That's
at-
interesting
I
because
was
that's
watching
your
it like-
demographic at
Yeah.
that third hour.
I was
Yeah.
watching it at like
Is it going to
3
bed?
a.m. I did not see that. So pardon.
Yeah, all the graphics are black and white.
I have to go
instead
look
of red
at
and
it
white.
again.
And then like the whole Titantron was all black except for the
Yeah,
kind of like how
the way,
NXT is.
the way, yeah, they lighted the crowd, like they darkened the crowd so you couldn't see them, like how in NXT, like on Takeover and stuff.
I would
it was interesting.
love if the third hour turns into more of like an NXT kind of thing,
Mm.
because most kids should be going to
bed.
in
bed.
bed by
What's
then.
it-
Yeah,
What is
Yeah.
it? 10 o'clock?
yeah, 10 to
Yeah.
11.
10 to 11.
Especially elementary school kids.
Yeah.
They're going to bed.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. Both ratings for Raw and SmackDown this week went up.
Oh, but
This week.
AEW is going to be better because they're going to get more ratings.
They couldn't even spell official on their official website. It says official. I looked at their website last night and it says
seen that.
official.
Was that what you
web-
sent us?
Yes.
No.
So,
No,
somebody
you
sent
put it on Twitter.
I put it
though.
on Twitter though.
Yeah, that's where I saw it at.
What happened with Neville?
Oh, Ben Neville quit. Oh, of course. Like
I think it's at work.
you
though.
could take the Ben Neville out of the quitter, but you can't take the quitter out of the Ben Neville.
It's probably
It's
at work.
some stupid thing like
Somebody's injured or something.
They were gonna run Pac versus Paige, a Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
And this was gonna eventually lead to Pac versus Omega. Which congrats to Dave Meltzer for just spoiling future booking plans for AEW.
Yeah, like
Like a dumb idiot.
Literally, company doesn't even fully exist yet.
Neville hasn't taken a loss since he went to Dragon's Gate and he won the Dragon Gate title there.
And he takes it very seriously.
Yeah, so he wasn't going to win this just so he could lose to Omega while he's still Dragon Gate champion. So I assume he's going to be champion for a while. AEW weren't expecting him to be champion for a while. And a week before your biggest show, where your premiere show, you have to scrap one of your biggest matches because you couldn't figure out a finish to it.
I would argue probably your second biggest match.
Yeah, behind Jericho and Omega, yeah.
But guess what? AEW is going to be better than WWE because it's going to be TV 14 and we're going to get wrestling. This is what I hear every pay-per-view.
And they're charging full price $60 for.
No. Bleacher Report Live is picking it up.
Bleacher Report Live couldn't handle a Tiger Mickelson pay-per-view.
I know, but they're picking it up. Bleacher Report Live. AEW actually has a lot of backing from sports stuff. They have BR Live. They have, I think somebody said they're going to get their own thing on TNT, like a pre or a post or something. They're going to get something on TNT.
Oh, SmackDown.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like they're
Guess
getting
what?
backing
But
from.
the funny thing is SmackDown's getting Fox.
Yeah, they're getting TNT.
So,
Reminds me about 20 years ago, something's going to happen, but the future will tell.
They'll be
yeah.
over quick.
Yeah, they're streaming. They're streaming. No, it's not. They have too much money to be over quick. They're not going to.
This will be over
This
quick.
is the thing. They're not going to compete with WWE. I think they're already moving towards the alternate thing. I think they're going to what Impact
Have you heard
is.
Chris Jericho drunk on Twitter?
Okay, yeah. Jericho is different than
'Cause
the
he's-
lead of AEW.
Because he drinks his
I think
little
Jericho
vodka
likes to
waters.
think.
Yeah.
I think Jericho likes to think that he's running AEW. He's not. I think Jericho has almost no
Do
say.
you see Jericho's debuting a stupid spinning elbow finish now?
Oh my God, no.
He posted the whole video on YouTube, and it's like he's in this gym doing these spinning elbows to a heavy bag that's not moving, and the MMA trainer's like, "Oh yeah, he does a good spinning elbow."
He should retire.
Have you seen Andrade do his spinning back elbow?
Oh,
He
that's nasty.
kills people.
You know
Have
what
you
my
seen
brother
Dana
told me?
Brooke do a spinning back elbow?
My brother said the people that book WWE don't know what they're doing, but the people that book AEW know what they're doing because Cody Rhodes is doing.
The boys are booking. They don't even have people who know how to write a show.
Exactly. And I told him what happened to WCW when the wrestlers were booking
Kevin
the
Nash was
show.
lead booker in '99. They had their worst financial year ever.
This reminds me of like Jarrett TNA era. Kind
Yeah.
No, this reminds me a lot of WCW.
Of. Turner Network, obviously, yeah. But
No, just with the wrestlers booking their own shows.
Yeah.
That's a plane crash waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I heard how they're going to name the first champion, too. I think the winner
The
versus
winner of the Casino Battle Royal and the winner of Jericho and Omega
Omega.
are going to fight down the
for
line.
the AEW
I
title.
assume it would have been the winner of Pac Hangman, the winner of Jericho
That makes
Omega.
more sense to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But
Why one match is a pre-show battle royal, one of them's a singles match that might main event, and why they're
Most likely will main
equal.
event.
I think the Bucks and Lucha Brothers are main eventing.
That
Really?
shouldn't.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I don't care
I hope
enough.
Ty
So.
Dillinger wins that battle
The
royal.
thing,
All I know.
yeah, Sean Spears. I think Hangman's going to win because Hangman was going to be in a number one contenders match anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think Mox. They're gonna bring him John Moxley in just for a
about to say who?
no, I
pre-show
don't think they
battle
can
royal.
yet. I don't think.
Yeah,
He's on other shows too right now.
my whole thing too is like the card sucks outside of the boys matches, like the elite. Their matches are the hyped matches. Everything else is just kind of filler.
See, that's the thing
So
where
2 matches.
this is
There's like
where
3.
I think
So 2 matches
AEW
essentially.
might fail. Not for money purposes or maybe even viewership
Yeah.
or anything. I don't think it's there. I think it might be, does AEW know how to develop anybody besides Cody Rhodes
the Bucks
and the Young Bucks?
Omega.
People
And
was like,
Omega.
we don't like Brock Lesnar having the title for 1 year. But if AEW lasts for 5, I guarantee you Kenny Omega will have at least
3.
8
Cancel WWE Network.
Did you say if it lasts 5 years, Kenny Omega's going to have it 8 years?
8 title reigns.
Oh.
You didn't let me finish.
I thought you were
The
saying
Young Bucks will be the tag champions like Charlotte. And who else? Who else is
It
there?
all depends. It depends if they do the elite run a Kevin Nash where they don't let anybody get over.
The thing
Kevin
with
Nash just beat everybody.
the thing with it too is
Well, Goldberg with
Yeah, with the
cattle prod.
taser.
they've been showing some cool Goldberg Taker promos for Super Showdown.
whoever edited that, he needs a raise.
I love the music,
Dude,
The match,
come
yeah.
on. We all know this.
Gong
The
bong.
WWE packages are always amazing. Dude, going into WrestleMania, Roman and Drew
Felt like the biggest thing.
storyline.
Yeah.
Like Drew McIntyre telling him, like, you can beat cancer, but you can't beat me.
Yeah.
I felt like
and he
that
beat
was,
him in a disappointing
I thought that
match.
was like the hottest package, and like the match sucked. Well, it didn't suck, but it was whatever.
Yeah.
The storyline going in was whatever the whole time,
But
and then
the
all of a
video
sudden the
package-
package, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
wait a
wow.
minute.
The last thing I want to speak on AEW about the whole, like, can the Bucks like book themselves but not book themselves anything? They were the ones that wanted to keep win-loss records.
Yeah.
They're the reason it's going to be public record, like wins and losses and stuff like that. They want wins and losses to matter. Where are we going to find out in like December when the Bucks and Cody have the best winning percentage in AEW?
That's gonna make a lot of sense.
It's going to be like 79%.
Yeah,
They're going
it's
to win
going to be
every...
like, oh, well, I guess they booked. Anywho,
It all, like I said, I think to me it all depends on if they can get other young
Yeah.
talent over and
Yeah.
if they can get people behind them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where TNA struggled.
Yeah.
And where they eventually fell off was
Yeah.
because they were trying to go at WWE with old WWE guys.
It didn't work for
Like
WWE.
if
Yeah.
TNA kept the ship and kept doing, you know, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, building
Chris
up,
Daniels,
yeah,
the Guns,
exactly,
yeah.
building up those young
Chris
guys
Sabin,
instead
shout
of
out.
just they had
No love for
four.
Alex Shelley, man.
Yeah, they had like 4 or 5 people, and
Like
they would
Sabin
just focus the whole thing on them.
Better wrestler, I thought.
That's where I think AEW
Two
can
separate
fall.
conversations.
Yeah, you know.
We multitask here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing too, it's going to take time for them to develop young guys, and they have a good roster of young guys. MJF, Darby Allin,
Who and who?
I was about to say the same.
I
exact thing.
love Darby. Darby kills himself for whatever he does. MJF is a great, like, actually terrible human being. There's a lot of guys in that battle royal that could be
good.
their
Oh,
stars.
Tie.
At the same time,
that's what AEW can do. It can build people.
at the same time, for everyone complaining that WWE doesn't make new stars, they're the same people who, when people in WWE aren't being positioned the right way, they're going to say, oh, they should go to AEW.
Yeah.
But then that means they just have another ex-WWE guy in AEW.
And that's what TNA became.
Yeah. Do they want a fresh product in AEW, or do they want their favorite WWE guys but in a different light?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
what
where
it
some
boils
people
down
are
to.
getting confused too.
Yeah.
It's just like they want to watch AEW. They want to turn AEW on, see Dean Ambrose, Sasha Banks,
Yeah.
the Revival. You know, I'm like, yeah, they just want to see WWE guys in a better way in AEW.
Yeah, if they do
but-
that, it won't be good.
Nah. Let's go back to SmackDown.
Thank God.
Dolph Ziggler is the number 1 contender to the WWE Championship. I love this.
Fine. No issue.
I
with
love this. They're gonna wrestle at Super Showdown.
that. He was hit. He was a little stiff. He was hit with some.
He was gassed like 20 seconds into his attack.
His promo
was
was
fantastic.
amazing.
That's
that
all they
might
had to
be
do.
the best Dolph promo I think I've ever
It
seen.
was confusing.
That's all they had
He
to
was
do.
like crying.
That's
yeah,
the point.
because he was so frustrated because it should have been him.
That's
thought it was
all
just
they
bad
had to
acting.
explain was, listen, they've been around the same amount of time, but Kofi complained about 11 years, and he got his opportunity, and Dolph was off TV for the last 6 months.
'Cause Dolph
He
did
hasn't been seen
comedy.
since he was Final Four in the Rumble.
He wanted to do comedy. That's
So
Yeah, but that's not in.
yeah, it's like Dolph.
bad comedy.
I love Dolph just saying, and Kofi did this, and it should have been me.
Me.
I loved it.
Should've
I
been me.
loved it. They
I
haven't
love how
wrestled.
he talked Kofi up too.
Yeah.
The whole time. He's like, and Kofi went in there and he out wrestled Daniel Bryan. And it should have been me.
That's all right.
Like,
I wonder how this is gonna go.
They've wrestled like
They're gonna have a-
4,500 times.
Of course.
IC title back.
They're
in
gonna have a
2010.
2-week feud.
Yeah.
It's gonna end,
At the showdown.
and then
Dolph's gonna go back
Owens
to
and
doing
Kofi
nothing.
are
Yeah.
gonna probably just start back up
And
again.
KO's probably gonna win this time.
No,
No.
no. I think the plan
Hey,
is
look, we're getting a
eventually-
demon sighting, and he's gonna actually wrestle.
House shows in July are advertising Kofi Orton.
Yeah,
I think
good.
that's your summer feud.
I think Kofi Orton will be the last feud Kofi has
before he loses it.
before he loses it to, I think, probably
Brock.
Roman. I think Roman.
No.
Brock.
No.
Brock.
Roman or
You get
Brock.
more heat with Brock beating him.
See, I feel like Brock is just using the briefcase for the Saudi show. I think it's just to justify
I was
Brock's
thinking of
death.
that.
Maybe.
'Cause he's just gonna say, "I'm gonna have a title shot against
Yeah.
Rollins."
See, I still think I don't know if Brock wants to do Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I think he might still just want to do
Well,
Monday nights.
He'll be doing Fridays and.
It'll be Tuesday.
okay.
Well, it'll be
Tell
live,
me
right?
Brock wants to work Fridays. All right, Brock doesn't want to work
I don't even have
Fridays. Are
classes
you
on
kidding
Fridays.
me? Brock signed on with WWE again and probably said, I can only work Sundays 4 times a year and maybe 6 Mondays.
Yeah. Speaking of Super Showdown, did you see the commercials for Super Showdown?
No, I did not.
It'll be as good, perhaps exceeding WrestleMania. That's what they say on the
slogan
commercials.
for Super Showdown.
That's
As
what they're
good
saying.
as, Or yeah, crap.
Perhaps
They
exceeding.
use, that's exact words. That's verbatim. Perhaps exceeding WrestleMania.
All right, who wrote that?
Mohammed bin Salman, probably.
Oh, man.
Probably the crown prince himself.
Oh man, there was a joke somebody said I seen on Twitter, and it was like, why does the Orton Triple H video package end in 2009? And somebody quoted the tweet and said, "That's where the Prince is up to on the network."
That match can be all right, too.
I hope it's better than Mania 25.
Oh,
Hey, anything
God.
could be better than me.
Yeah, you're right.
Pal.
You get another 25-minute Triple H match.
I'm kind of excited for that match.
It's not going to go.
Yo,
Dude,
Triple H Cena was good,
Cena Triple H last year was really good.
That was fine. That was fine.
but also, do I think Cena kind of carried? Yes, I do. And do I think Cena's a way better wrestler than Orton at this point? Abso-freaking-lutely.
I was thinking about this. If enough people say no to Saudi to fill out that 50-man battle royal, are they going to start calling NXT UK guys?
Probably.
Because I was thinking about Zach Gibson wrestling in Saudi Arabia, and I got a little tingly.
I think they just, or they might pull in a bunch of more like
Geezers.
Baba Tunde and Legends contract guys.
Yeah.
A bunch of geezers.
I mean, Hornswoggle
Get
worked the
Kane,
battle
get the
royal.
mayor in there.
Oh, Kane would
Kane worked it as mayor.
Yeah.
He made- he
because
main evented.
Never mind. Kane's Republican, and Republicans are fine with Saudi Arabia. It's the
Yeah,
Democrats.
yeah,
that
yeah,
have
yeah.
Maybe Hulkster's going to be in it. Who knows?
Hulk Hogan would definitely.
They would have
He's gonna be
advertised
there.
him
He's gonna
already.
be there.
Oh, yeah.
I want Hulk Hogan to have the record for most eliminations in the Greatest Royal Rumble next time they do it. I want
Damn.
Hulk Hogan to come down. There's just jobbers all in the ring. You hear the music hit. Hogan comes down, eliminates all of them.
I would love that.
They're going back to the King Abdallah Sports City complex, which is where the greatest Royal Rumble was back in
In
last
the
April.
beautiful
So
progressive city of Jeddah.
that's what they announced.
I don't
it
know
as,
where
yeah.
Jeddah is, but it's in Jeddah.
Yeah, they just keep saying
That's
Jeddah.
What else happened?
It's fine. I'm a hypocrite because I'm like, oh, it's bad, but I still watch. I'm still going
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna
watch.
watch,
I don't care, man.
Look, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not out here trying to have legal and ethical debates about professional wrestling.
no.
I
don't
don't
take media ethics and law.
I don't
next
ethically
semester.
consume wrestling. I
Look,
just watch it for my
there's
own
a good
entertainment.
chance some people may go to hell. So, what's the? Who cares?
We know Sami
Undertaker
Zayn's gonna
took
be
edge
there.
there.
Sami Zayn's gonna be there.
Yeah,
Agree
I'll
with
get
us.
to talk to Sami Zayn for
Sami
the rest of the
Zayn is
tournament. That's
not
fine.
going to Saudi Arabia, but
Yeah.
that's for
No.
different reasons.
Yeah,
Because he can't.
yeah.
Because he's Syrian, and
They don't get
he
along.
wouldn't be allowed back into Syria if he goes to Saudi Arabia.
Wasn't he there?
No, he wasn't. They
No,
wrote
it was
they wrote
someone
him
who
off
had-
TV for the Greatest Royal Rumble
What's
last
the
year.
font that he has on his tights? That
It's Arabic.
Arabic.
It's
Someone
Arabic.
else had that. I remember, and they had to
Wait,
cover it up.
Zayn was with
He was then.
Lashley.
Yeah.
No,
No,
he
no.
Lashley beat him up and he
Lashley
wasn't
beat him
able to
up
go.
before.
Yeah,
Someone
They
had,
might have showed it at the thing.
yeah.
someone had
Maybe.
Arabic on their tights, though. I remember, or something, and then
But
they
it
had to
was
cover it up.
No, it wasn't Zayn because Zayn got injured by Lashley
Yes.
before. Yes.
And I know
Yeah,
Mysterio had to cover up the crosses too. I
Right.
And
remember
then,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, he's not going.
No, Zayn's not going. And I heard a reason Owens might not go is because of how close he is with Sammy and
Yeah.
That's fine.
how he thinks it's not
That's
right.
fine. But Obviously, they're not punishing people for not going to
Yeah,
Saudi.
Daniel Bryan won a
Daniel Bryan's like,
championship a
I'm
week
not
later.
going. They made him tap. They made him tap the week before. The next week he won the title.
Yeah.
I also will say I think Bryan follows a different set of rules.
Yeah, Bryan is Vince Jr.'s favorite wrestler ever, probably.
Daniel
So.
Bryan beat concussions.
Yeah.
Came back, and I mean, come on, like they adore Daniel Bryan.
But at the same time,
he's the biggest success story.
At the same time, there are people who like Sami Zayn didn't want to go last year. They wrote him off, and then he was right back into the feud that he was going to be in anyway.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's fine. They're not punishing people for not going, so it's no big deal.
I want to see the check they're writing Dolph Ziggler.
Me too.
Oh,
for
baby.
work in Saudi. He's probably getting paid literally like $2 million to do the
I love
Saudi
it.
show.
He's gonna come
I
out there
love
and be like, "Where's Vicky Guerrero?" They'll just be like,
Where's
behind.
Biggie Langston?
Yeah, right. Where's AJ?
Wait, I thought he was the world heavyweight champion.
That'd be wild. Biggie helps Dolph win.
Some people are saying that, and I think they're like, "Are you drunk?
Whoa.
Like, what
Holy,
are you?
that just
what
hit
are
me.
you
Imagine
on
that
right
happens.
now?"
That just hit me.
Yeah, sure. If that happens, I don't even know.
I don't know. That'd be bad.
No.
no.
They also announced
Dolph still
Demon.
has comedy shows he needs to run.
They announced Demon Finn against Andrade for Super Showdown. That's gonna be fine.
I'm all for it.
You guys, we talked about this in our group chat. You guys think it's
It's
gonna be an actual
sacred.
competitive
Yes, it
match?
will be.
I don't.
Why
think
would it
so.
not be?
It'll be like 6 minutes.
Not even. I think.
I think the
Over
whole,
10.
It'll be like
this
the
is what I
WrestleMania
think.
match,
I
I
think
think.
the whole thing will be 10 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes will be a Balor and
Entrance.
Andrade entrance. The match will probably take another minute or two to start, and then I think Balor wins in 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's not going to be anything.
I don't think it's
because
long.
that's the whole appeal of the Demon. That's what they've been doing with the Demon since he got to the main roster. He hasn't been working like
Except for
competitive matches.
SummerSlam.
Seth,
Yeah, but that was
That was
that
a
was growing
different
pains
Demon.
too. Yeah, they didn't know what they had.
That was
without
good.
it.
AJ too.
That match was good.
He fought AJ as a demon.
Yeah.
He fought Bray as a
Okay,
demon.
I'm gonna say this. That AJ Finn match, wildly overrated.
I'll just say underrated. I thought it was really
It's
good.
very good, but it's
5
just
stars.
very good.
Who gave it 5 stars?
Meltzer gave that
No,
5 stars.
no, he
he
didn't.
didn't.
He went 4 1/4 on that.
Did he go 4
Because the last
Yeah.
5-star before the one that just happened was Cena.
was Cena Punk.
Yeah. No,
I would
and
give
that
it 3.5.
at that time there was which call was 5. No, it wasn't. Not yet.
No.
because it didn't happen yet.
Gargano almost was like 2 months later.
Yeah, it was 2 months
and
later.
then Gargano Ciampa.
And the North American ladder match.
That happened
Yeah.
a few months
and then
later.
Gargano Cole got 5.5. which
5.5 or
That's
something.
not a real number.
Yeah, it was a 5, just 5.
Yeah.
I cried at the end of that match.
So did I.
I don't
Yeah.
cry during wrestling.
That's the
it
first
hasn't
time
happened.
I ever cried, I think, during
Probably
wrestling.
tears.
Oh, I cried when Kofi won it, Mania too.
I did. I cried when Ciampa came out.
Oh, I cried when Ciampa came
With
out.
Ciampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Are you getting emotional, sir?
No, I was gonna make a joke about Jesse, but I'll save it for after the break because it's a little something for radio.
Oh, is it for everybody?
It's for everybody. That's it for this week in wrestling. We're gonna do a Yowie Wowie Hour at the top of the hour. So stick around here on Brave New Radio. You're listening to No Rest Holds for the Weary. We'll be right back right after this.
WPSC-FM, Wayne, New Jersey. On the dial, 88.7, online at gobrave.org. Part of the William Patterson Broadcast Network.
Broadcasting live from Hobart Hall in Wayne, New Jersey.
This is
The innovative,
I think they're really unique.
the fearless,
they have awesome variety.
the kick-ass,
I love Brave New Radio.
the sensational.
I've never heard anything like it.
This is the one and only Brave New Radio.
Countdown to Sunday. I think we're too close for comfort. So no, don't rock the boat, don't calm the storm. God already gave you his answer. When you're sorry, it's over. The whistle's been blown now. Think you got the wrong number. I'm breaking up. Wanna make a connection. Can't get no reception. Leave a message after the tone. 'Cause it's got my head running 24/7. I don't know if I can figure it out. It's so messed up. Only one thing I know for sure. We're so full of shit.
Yowie Wowie, everyone. Welcome back to the second hour. No rest holds for the weary.
You're a goof.
Here on Brave New Radio. You said that a half hour ago.
No, I called you goofy. Now you're a goof.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
One's a personality trait, one's a noun. It's fine. You're describing me the same way. I'm Dante Vacatoro. I've upgraded from.
And then one's an adjective.
Exactly.
Okay.
I got upgraded from goofy to goof in the last half hour.
You're a
Pretty soon
goofball.
you're gonna be goo.
You're a
Yeah,
you're a
I'm
goofy
goo-
goober. You're a goofy goober.
Jesse Norman, Samoy Rose, Stephen Clark are here. The premise of the Yowie Wowie Hour, as I explained to them in our rundown, just pick a topic, any topic about wrestling, and we'll talk about it.
What kind of thing can you do with a premise?
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to find the timestamp from the last episode when I made that joke because I wanted to hear everyone laugh, but I couldn't find it.
When was the what show was
It was
that?
while you were talking about something from Money in the Bank. It was during Top 5 Thursdays.
How to be our last show?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was our last show.
It was during the second hour. I just couldn't find it. And I wasn't going to listen to a whole hour just for a joke.
No.
I'll do it.
Do it at work.
Y'all goofy.
So we all brought in topics.
I did not. I
They could be about wrestlers. They could be about wrestling. They could be about a promo, a feud, storyline. It could be about anything. It's just something a little free form because it's the summer. It's flowy. We don't need to be very serious. So
When are we very serious?
I mean, we keep to
Hot
we
take,
want-
I think hot takes are the only time we're actually serious.
we
won the Maltese Award.
Yeah, we won. We have the best talk show because we were very structured, apparently, which is complete BS.
I was gonna make a joke about Maltese.
Okay,
Yeah, that I'll tell off the air.
Okay. That's smart. That's very smart.
Very smart. Yes. Who were on this radio station?
Yeah.
No. It's not about nothing bad.
Oh. Okay.
Pardon. I'm comfortable. Pardon.
Good. I'm glad you are.
You said I look very.
Yes.
I am.
So, I'm gonna go first on Yowie Wowie Hour. Really changing things up.
That needs to be a hotkey. The Snoop Dogg saying "who."
Smart, is that your wallet?
Ashley, you listen.
Yes, that is my wallet.
Ashley's not listening.
No, thank you. Thank you though.
So, my Yowie Wowie Hour. I'm gonna bring up my stand list. You guys keep a stand list?
Negative.
No.
Okay.
But I know in my head who I stand. Liv
So,
Morgan.
I have a spreadsheet.
SmackDown Live.
Morgan. Just Liv Morgan.
Just like everything else in my life, I have a spreadsheet for my stands.
You have so many spreadsheets.
So, my buddies and I in Discord, every now and again, you guys know Sporkle? You guys are familiar with Sporkle,
Yeah, we
right?
know.
Because of the one and only.
Shout out to the friend of the show, Philip Dimitrovsky. Pour one out.
Pour one out for Philip Dimitrovsky.
So, on Sporkle, every now and then,
That's not going to work.
in Discord, my friends and I make quizzes for each other, and we rank our top 50 stands, and we make each other guess like who we stand and what order and everything like that. And we just did one over the weekend because it was a year to the day from the first one. So I have my top 50 stands as of May 11th. I'd like to share them with you guys.
All of them?
All 50.
Yowie Wowie.
I told you, Yowie Wowie Hour, baby.
Yowie Wowie.
Whoa.
This is a lot different than what mine is.
Mine too.
I still don't know what mine is. So
Going down,
I'll go
I'm going to go from 50 all the way up. Number 50 is Killer Kelly, NXT UK. She peaked after I watched her in the Mae Young. She was number 25 back in October. She's down to 50. 49 is Ruby Riott, fresh off double shoulder surgery now. She's at 49. 48 is Austin Theory. He's an Evolve guy. He's going to be John Cena's last match probably when he retires. Future of the business. 47 is Pete Dunne. Keeping him very low because he has Tony
Peter?
He has
Dunne.
Tony Coffee Cake on his cheeks. He's got very bad acne on his cheeks. If he was better looking, he'd be higher up.
Whoa.
What?
You heard me.
Keep going.
46 is Rowan. I bumped Ray Phoenix off of this list because I love Rowan so much.
Just put Rowan ahead of Pete Dunne.
Yeah, I stand Rowan more than I stand Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne's way more attractive than Rowan.
I've watched more of Rowan this year than I've watched Pete Dunne.
But Pete Dunne's way better looking.
45, Strange Strickland. He only has up to go from there. 44, Shayna Baszler. 43 is Montez Ford. Gary is nowhere to be found. Angelo Dawkins is not on this list. 42 is Buddy Murphy. 41 is Marcel Barthel. 40 is Fabian Eichner. 39 is Walter. Now we're getting into the territory of people that I really, really like. 38, Jinder Mahal.
That's acceptable.
I think I know who number 1 is.
I don't think you do.
Is the person in WWE?
Yeah. A lot of these people are in WWE.
Okay, so I think I know who number 1 is.
All right.
I may be wrong. I may be wrong though.
37, Tony Storm.
I have one in mind. too.
Pardon. This person's either 2 or 1, and then they're flip flop.
36, Ali. I
Bray
feel like
Wyatt on this list.
he's in the top 10.
I was about to say he
Ooh.
better.
He's
Is he in the top 5?
No.
No, he would have said top 5. If
Yeah.
he was in the top 5.
Charlotte Flair's 35. Tony
Maybe he wanted to
Nese
keep it spicy.
34. Drew McIntyre's 33. Umberto Carrillo in at 32. Dimples for days on that man. Hiroshi Tanahashi 31. Kota Ibushi 30. Very few non-WWE people on this list. 29 Finn Balor, kind of low. 28 Bianca Belair. 27 Carmella. 26 Roman. 25 Roddy. 24 Sonya Deville. 23 ACH Albert Hardy Jr. He's very high.
He's no longer ACH.
He's Albert Hardy Jr. He's very high on my list for some reason. I like him a lot.
What is he? Is he going to be in NXT?
Yeah, I think so.
He just hasn't debuted yet.
Just hasn't debuted yet.
I know he was there during the WrestleMania weekend.
He's worked dark matches for TV tapings, though. So, 22 is Pentagon Jr., and he's the last person who's not signed to WWE on this list. So my top 21.
Pentagon is very good.
Pentagon, one of my favorites from the Indies.
The rest of WWE.
Yeah, wrestler
Wow.
WWE. 21 Kyle O'Reilly, 20 Mandy Rose, 19 Sami Zayn, 18 Daniel Bryan, 17 Adam Cole, 16 Johnny Gargano.
Wow.
Gargano being that low is scary, but like
Yeah, it is.
I was saying Cole being that low.
these people I stand are in a
that's
new
cool.
level. 15 The Miz, 14 Kofi Kingston, 13 Aleister Black, and he's only 13 because 13 and the devil and bad luck and bad numbers. 12 Lacey Evans. She's that high. For
Shayna Baszler's 42 and Lacey Evans is 12.
Baszler's
like
44,
Lacey.
and Lacey Evans was my number 50 back on Valentine's Day. We did a Stan List quiz on Valentine's Day. Lacey Evans was my number 50. She's up to number 12 now.
better than Shayna Baszler.
So
Yeah.
traditional.
Not that she's better. I stan her more.
Even that. But you know what?
Yeah, it's his preference.
That's you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's his
Continue.
preference.
11, Billy Kay, the funniest person in wrestling.
Oh, okay, yeah, I love that.
Number 10,
me.
yeah, number 10, Peyton Royce. Number 9, Becky Lynch. Number 8, Tyler Bate, because that rhymes. Tyler Bate was my number 1 back on Valentine's Day. Dropped 7 spots. Number 7, Bray Wyatt. There he is. Yowie Wowie.
Yeah, wow.
Number 6, Liv Morgan, highest ranked woman on my list.
yeah.
SmackDown Live. Number 5, Matt Riddle.
I think I'm right. Continue though.
Number 4,
Oh, I know who number 1 is.
I know.
I know who number 2 and 1 is. I think.
I know
Continue.
who number 1 is because, yeah.
number 4 is Kushida.
Yep.
No business being as high as he is, but he's my boy. Favorite person in the world.
Kushida.
Number 3 is Andrade.
Ooh, I thought
That's where you messed me up.
No,
I
that
thought
was
he
either
would have
one
been
or
2.
two.
I
Me
knew.
too.
once
I
we
know who
got
number
to
one-
top
I think I know
10.
who one
I
is
believe
now.
I know who number
Me
1 is.
too.
I know who number 1 is.
I think I know who number 1 is too.
Number 2 is the Velveteen Dream.
Oh, wait, no,
Now
that
I
was
know.
my
Now I know
one.
That was
number
my
one.
one,
Number
too.
one.
That
Number
was
one's
my
Ricochet.
number 1.
Number 1 is Ricochet.
Number 1 is Ricochet.
Oh,
Ricochet,
really?
Ricochet tops my
I knew.
Stan list.
I knew that was your top 3 though.
I thought it was
I knew it was
Dream or
Ricochet.
Andrade.
I knew
Number one.
Andrade and Dream were up there.
I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been Ricochet. Andrade.
Really,
Velveteen.
Ricochet.
Ricochet is my
Wow.
top of my Stan list.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that was my Yowie Wowie hour.
No
These are the
Stan
people I
brothers.
stan. Probably by the end of the summer, we'll do another Stan list quiz. So it'd be interesting to see where my people.
Two things. No Sting brothers for you.
Yeah, I don't stan them that much.
And do you have a preference of why you put Peyton before Billy?
I've always put Peyton ahead of Billy. This
Okay.
is the closest that they've actually been on my Stan list. Billy's just funny. I think Peyton plays off Billy well, and she's also, I think, a better in ring than Billy. So I have a slight preference to her.
I agree.
But yeah. So that's my Stan list. Again, we'll probably do another quiz in like August or September. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll bring it up the next time. But that was my Yowie Wowie hour for this week. We're probably going to do Yowie Wowie hours for the second hour every week.
I like that.
So
Wait. So what are we gonna do for the next half hour? Is it still gonna be this?
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
right.
this
Who's-
is the Yowie part.
Oh.
Now
Yeah,
we
this
have
is-
to
Next
watch
Wait.
that.
half
Hold
hour is
on.
the
Hold please. Hold please.
Wowie
Hold please. Pardon. Relax.
Ooh.
you told me to hold please just so you
Hold
can tell me to
please
relax.
just
The
to tell
hold
me to
please
relax.
is the relax.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
please. Relax.
All right.
Anyways.
Don't make me go next because I still don't know what I'm doing.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot for it? All right.
Let's go.
2 out of 3.
Why 2 out of 3?
Paper, scissors, shoot.
This is entertaining.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It's one. Let's go. All right.
Wait, so do you get to
Clean
go first?
sweep.
Yeah, I picked.
Oh, okay, good.
There we go.
right.
Stephen Clark.
I'll go first. All right. I want to talk about something that really has been talked about on this show.
Did you say hasn't or has?
Hasn't.
Oh.
I thought of this. What, all right, start off here. Talk about WWECW and what could have been done to make it better.
Oh, you mean zombie?
Zombie and all that.
Kevin Thorne?
Yeah, like what could have been done.
Kevin Thorne was not the worst character.
No, I never said
I
he
feel
was.
like we haven't really talked about, for a good reason, we haven't talked about that, but I don't know. I just want to get you guys' opinions on what could have.
It was going well for like the first 2 weeks because it was kind of it was kind of reminiscent of ECW.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this about it. So I like Paul Heyman. I like Paul Heyman a lot. But I think some of what Paul Heyman has done is wildly overstated. A business failed under Paul Heyman's watch.
Yeah.
It failed. It tanked.
I would say twice. Because that second one basically failed and died.
But I think Paul Heyman as owning a whole business and running and everything wildly overstated how good he is at that.
That is true. But
however, if they gave Paul Heyman WWE ECW with WWE financial backing and whatever Paul Heyman really wanted to do
would have been a success.
Yeah.
I'm going to backtrack off what he said. I agree with how some of the stuff is overstated, but he, to me, is the major component on why WWE beat WCW. Because of the stuff that they took from him. And you know how they...
WCW. Yeah.
And you know how they, there was ECW talent on WWF?
Yeah.
And then how Vince helped them, so he would help Yeah, Paul Heyman, thumbs up to Paul Heyman.
What could have been done though to
for instance, WrestleMania 23.
Well, I know how Jesse said.
You remember how it was the old ECW versus the new ECW?
Yeah.
And the new ECW got squashed,
destroyed.
Yeah.
Just made him look dumb.
Yeah.
Why? What reason was
Matt Stryker? And he sucked.
He sucks as a commentator. He sucked as a wrestler. Probably sucked as a teacher too.
Yeah.
But in that case, you have to have the new ECW win, and
what?
Why not?
You put Matt Stryker over Van
Well, you
Dam?
don't put Matt Stryker. I see that. That's what I was gonna say.
Don't put Matt Stryker in
You don't put Matt Stryker on the team.
Yeah.
You give them a better. Like I understand, being wary of getting behind ECW, but ECW was also dealt a bad hand by life because one of their top picks was Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle left. One of their other ones, Chris Benoit.
Who?
He left too.
Chris Benoit left.
Yes.
Their top guy they got from WWE at that point, Big Show.
Yeah.
And he was near death at that point. He wanted
Big
to
Show was
die.
at 500. He was all of 500 pounds.
Show.
Yeah, the old theme too.
Big Show was all of his 500 pounds.
I wish it was a success.
What WWE put into ECW, while the intentions were good at first, they put some veteran guys on there, but that didn't work out. And then when the veteran guys didn't work out, it seemed that they switched everything and they made it a developing kind of thing, which wasn't what it was supposed to be.
That's what it ended up being though towards the later days.
By the end of it,
Kofi, Sheamus.
Oh yeah. Well, look at by the end of it, who was the biggest star? Matt Hardy.
Ezekiel Jackson
was
the last champion.
Yeah.
And he beat Christian.
Yeah.
And Matt Hardy had a long ECW.
It should have been like how NXT is now. Imagine how good it would have been.
Yeah, but you know what?
Well, see, I think that was the problem, was people eventually tried to turn it into NXT, but also at the same time, it was supposed to be ECW.
They should have named it ECW.
So it was just,
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think when they first got it, first you can't do an ECW in a PG kind of era thing.
Not at
you
all.
Can't do that. But
They barely could have done it in the TV 14.
Yeah. Well, like when they look at December to Dismember, I think that might
be the worst WWE pay-per-view of.
It is.
Yeah, it's even worse than the Saudi shows, easily.
But and I think a lot of that was because that's when they started to take away what Paul Heyman could do, and that's when he walked away.
They took away from the E from ECW.
Yeah.
Just CW.
It was
the network.
It was well,
CW
and at that point, it was trying to get Bobby Lashley over.
Yeah,
like that's
then
he
got hurt and never came back.
That was the sole focus of ECW in those days, was getting Bobby Lashley over.
You know what?
When Paul Heyman was sitting there saying CM Punk should win, and Vince said, "I want him out first."
Yeah.
You know what the best thing about ECW was, or that WWE ECW? SmackDown versus Raw 2008.
Featuring ECW.
That was the best thing about ECW.
Yes.
I got a text from friend of the show, Justin Valentovic, just now.
Hello.
Said best ECW moment, Zack Ryder retiring Tommy Dreamer.
My boy.
I was there
Hey,
for that.
shout out to Justin Valentovic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the start of Ryder Singles' career, kind of too.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
why'd you get him started?
Yeah.
Valentovic, why'd you get him started?
They're still the champ. That's all I know.
Why?
But
They haven't been on TV in 3 weeks.
They got on TV dapping up Mick Foley and not being on television because of the tag team
That's fine. They're
champions.
still the champions.
They
But
suck.
They're still the champions.
They suck.
Apparently, no one wants to challenge them for the titles.
No,
so-
they don't
Well,
want to
no,
challenge it because they suck.
The Usos and Revival are having the actual tag team championship
I'm not
match.
gonna lie.
Because whoever wins that is just gonna mop the floor.
No, why aren't the War Raiders, whatever, taking the titles?
they
who?
already forgot about them.
What's their names?
The Viking.
There we go.
They already forgot about them.
Yeah, you're right.
But going off the ECW thing, just there was too many people, similar to what the Los Angeles Lakers are now. There was too many people in the room pitching their ideas, and nobody was taking accountability. Nobody knew what ECW should have been.
Except for him.
So by the end of it, it was dead in the water. It was absolutely atrocious by the end.
Let's
of it.
be Thanos and snap that away.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been named ECW.
That was no bueno.
And there was so much. Also, the problem. Another thing was the young guys that they had didn't develop.
Yeah.
Elijah Burke never developed into what he was
Marcus
supposed
Corvon.
to be. Marcus Corvon never did.
Even going into like 2008, like I was praying for the day Ricky Ortiz got released. I hated Ricky Ortiz.
Oh, that dude with the towel?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the big who did the big splash or
DJ
whatever.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Him, that's how Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
was like,
They're like towards the end, just looking. One of their biggest guys towards the end was Yoshitatsu, who couldn't make it on the
Gold
main
Dust,
roster.
Yoshitatsu.
Like their young guys, their old guys were too old and eventually left. Their young guys didn't develop. They were hinging on RVD, who RVD left too. They look like
Why RVD leave?
Yeah, ECW failed because I want to say not even WWE killed it, just circumstances
Died from
and
within.
life killed it.
Yeah.
Because all of their guys that they were supposed to have.
You remember that thing Richard Sherman said to Skip Bayless?
I remember everything Richard Sherman's ever said. Richard Sherman is my favorite football player of all time.
Yeah.
I have a fat head of him at home.
ECW
Yes, I
sucked
do.
at life.
I have yeah.
Is it a Seahawks one
Yeah.
or a 49ers one?
Seahawks one.
Justin just keeps texting me random ECW things. He just sent me Evan Bourne. No context.
Oh, okay, all right. I stand Evan Bourne.
Yeah,
though, man.
Evan
That
Bourne was
shooting
fire.
star,
Evan
that was
Bourne
the
does
prettiest
drugs,
shooting
man.
star I've ever seen.
Let's talk about like sort of the end of ECW now. I want to talk about
Like 09, 10.
Never mind.
like 8, 9, 7, 8, 9,
like
10.
when they were using old mid carders
Tiffany
as their top
Well,
guy.
the other superstars that got their start on.
Tiffany
that,
was
too.
the best authority figure WWE had at that point.
All right,
I
you know
remember
what?
that.
I'll agree.
I
there,
remember
though.
that. But
That
it
was
did
a good.
open the doors for a lot of current superstars who are still in the main roster
Yeah.
today, which is
Yeah.
kind of nuts to think about.
It turned into developmental.
Yeah, it
which
did.
is crazy because that's absolutely not
the
what it was supposed
WWE
to be.
champion made his debut on ECW.
That's crazy.
Former
That's-
champion Sheamus. I know
Yeah.
y'all aren't fond of Ryder, but he made his debut on there. Lots of other people did too. Those are three
Yeah.
that just come to mind right off the top of my head, though. But it wasn't good. It was hard to watch though because we didn't really know these guys or know much about them. So how could we get behind them? And then
Well, I think it was badly written too.
And the
It
be-
was just
the best thing was honestly Christian coming back too.
Yeah.
And that was only because they like spoiled him being Jeff's attacker.
yeah.
Oh really? I wasn't
Yeah.
into like the dirt.
They
sheets and any of that back then,
so
I didn't
it
even
was
know that.
reported that Christian was the guy who was going to attack Jeff Hardy at the Rumble, and because of that, they pivoted and put Matt Hardy into that feud and put Christian on ECW.
I was just not into any of the online stuff. Then I was just like enjoying the product as.
I didn't have a computer at the time, so I didn't know it.
Yeah,
I didn't.
there you go.
Why did Ezekiel Jackson win the final ECW?
Yeah, that's the.
And why did that ECW belt look so damn ugly
The
when
silver
it came
It
back?
was
Yeah.
fine.
The first
You
one
damn
and the second
babies.
one were both ugly.
Damn
Now the
babies.
first one looks extreme. That's why I like it. It's like a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess, but it's
That's why
super
I like it.
The second one, though, just black and white.
Oh,
It was so boring.
who else won the ECW? Did William
Matt
Regal,
Hardy.
No.
William Regal win it?
No, he
Jack Swagger won it.
Christian
Swagger won it.
Tommy
Christian.
Dreamer won it.
Dreamer won the silver
I think
one.
I think he won it
Yeah.
at the Bash 09, I want to say.
And
He won it at Extreme Rules, and
He
then he
did.
defended
He
it
did.
in a scramble at the Bash, and then he lost it to Christian Night of Champions.
Yeah,
Don't ask me how I know that.
2009 was a little-
where my brain is right now.
Yeah, I don't remember
was a
much
rough
from
year.
ECW from 2009.
They also never made the belt feel like a big deal.
No.
Vince won
wasn't.
the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that was
That was
kind
a
of
big
funny
deal.
though.
Rag Vince.
Do-rag Vince.
That was actually a little funny though.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You gonna pour one out for him?
I love do-rag Vince, man.
I still
You're never
stand-
getting them back. So
I still stand the best way to do the ECW championship was to have somebody cash in on it or somebody win.
do you
a
want me to
Rumble
go?
and
Because we got
for
like
it.
5 minutes left.
So we have
a
a
whole
half hour for Jesse?
Yeah, we have a half hour for me, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, we
bro.
just
I
dragged
can
out
go real
ECW.
quick
I don't know
'cause
how we just
what?
dragged this
Yeah.
out.
Look, Stone Cold's best feud was Triple H in 2001.
Coming from the person who hates Triple H, that's
Yeah,
something.
right.
Yeah, I no that was the best feud Stone Cold had.
Well, now I, gotta think.
I get.
Yeah,
I like
too.
Hollywood Rock feud.
yeah, I was about to say I really
What
like
for the one from
Hollywood
03?
Rock.
Yeah.
I thought
too
Hollywood,
short.
Hollywood Rock in general.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll talk about him later. See, you just gave me some ammunition. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think the Triple H feud was helped a lot by injury. So I don't know.
So I like the whole thing how Austin had to leave. You know, Triple
Yeah.
H ran him over. Then when he
Yeah.
gets back, Stone Cold goes on this stunner rage, and Mick's like, "You can't stun everybody." He's like, "No, I am until I find out who did this to me." Then he finds out Triple H did it to him. He flips him over. Then Triple H is out. Yeah, that. And then the best part was before their 3 stages of hell match. He was like, "Oh, if you sign, you can't hit me," and he's like, "I didn't sign it."
Yeah, and he starts beating him up.
Yeah, that was good. Then he stunned Stephanie. Yeah, that was a good feud. Then they became tag team partners and pew.
And Triple H tore his quad like a month later. Yeah.
Oh, trip, yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
Triple
but I think that's Stone Cold's best.
Triple H in the biker shorts. What a time.
Yeah.
Oh, and they had the match at No Mercy '99 too, where Triple H got bit by the snake. It's a good match. Some good stuff.
Wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah, that short and sweet. Now the next
Hollywood
one.
Rock.
Yeah, Hollywood Rock. I'll go on a spiel about that because I stand that to the maximum.
Thank you. I think that's the best version of The Rock
Oh, yeah.
ever.
Do
Yeah.
you want me to hit mine real quick
Please, sir.
for this first? All right.
Oh, God.
So I don't think it's like necessarily a hot take. Maybe it is. I don't know.
All right, when you say that, it's definitely a hot take.
No. So, and I need you to hear the full argument here, right?
Hurry up.
So we have time. How
We have
much-
like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Excuse yourself, sir.
So after this recent, the Coming Up Saudi show has made me think. So since the start of his career and everything he has done, while it has many accolades and while it has almost no great matches, Randy Orton has ultimately failed as an experiment for WWE because he was supposed to be everything John Cena was, and he's not even close.
No.
He's not in the GOAT conversation. He's not in the top
Yes, he
5
is.
conversation. No, he's not.
He's not top 5.
He's not a
Hear me
top
out.
5.
Where's
He's
the
not
bell?
a top 10.
Where is the bell?
Hear me out.
He's not.
the bell.
Hey.
What amazing Randy Orton match
Ever since
can you think
he's
of?
been there
Him and
consistently
Cactus-
every
him
single
and Cactus.
year.
So we're going longevity over
Yeah.
greatness. Okay.
No one else can do it anymore.
Listen.
Cena can.
Basically.
I'm gonna say
Where's he
him.
been?
Well, movies because Orton was supposed to be, and Orton never did. Everything Cena is, Orton was supposed to be, and he never could
Cena
be.
hasn't had a match in 2019 yet.
Okay,
We're
I can
halfway
even
through.
argue everything Orton is Batista, or everything Batista is Orton was supposed to be, and he wasn't.
He didn't have to play that role, though. 'cause
Orton was supposed to be that guy, and he in WWE never was the guy.
He wasn't he was never going to be the face of the company because he was always the heel. He was always the foil to the face of the company.
If you could build, this is what so many people in WWE said. If you can build a sports entertainer from the bottom up, it's Randy Orton. Why is Randy Orton? I can't think of
the look, the athleticism.
Yeah,
the
I can't think of a memorable Randy Orton storyline that led to a great match.
The Legend Killer, him and Cactus.
Legend Killer, I'll give you.
That's my favorite Randy Orton match.
too.
But that's it. I love Legend Killer Randy Orton, but that's it.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't, but.
Maybe he's not a failure for WWE, but
He's
his
definitely not a
career,
failure, but-
his career and the trajectory that he was supposed to go on, he's never even
I
came
think he's
close to what he was supposed
he's
to be.
He's a tad overrated. Tad.
He was supposed to be.
He's a 14-time world champion.
That doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean that much. Come on. They're reporting that they're going to get Charlotte to 17 within a year and a half.
That's fine.
That's 8 reigns.
Look, title reigns
year.
don't mean a thing.
Title reigns. Sasha's a 4-time women's champion.
That's 4. That's not 14.
Yeah, but she could be 14 by the time she has an 11-year career.
Okay, what's Randy Orton's best title reign?
Has to be his world heavyweight title reign.
Which one?
First.
That was like a month long.
That was a month.
Exactly.
We're talking all this stuff about Orton.
Stop. So you just said his best title reign was his first, which was a month, which he lost to Triple H in a horrible match.
I'll say that. His second world title reign then. I'll go to Christian feud.
Okay. When was that?
2011.
Okay. We're talking all this stuff about Orton from 8 years ago.
When was Cena's best title feud over the last 9 years?
AJ Styles?
AJ.
He held that title for a month.
Orton also reinvented himself in the past year.
He did.
To something that's completely better than what he was doing years prior.
The match wasn't good, but that whole Wyatt family run, that was
even that too.
No, the Wyatt family thing was really good.
The match wasn't good though.
The match. That's
Jinder
the thing.
carried a great feud.
What can? What like
You set yourself up for that.
I'm such a good unifier.
What storyline of Orton
unifying us
has
over here
led
now.
to
Yeah,
a good match? Like, I have
Jinder
never.
Mahal Backlash 2017.
For the sake of the argument, I'll agree with that.
Tuesday was the 2-year anniversary of that match. You know what I was doing? I was watching that match.
Good for you.
Hell of a match, guys. Go rewatch that.
They put the biggest spotlight on Cena Orton all those years, and they never put out even.
Now to me, that feud was underwhelming.
That was very underwhelming. Even look, the Orton Triple H storyline when he was beating up the McMahon.
That was
and
good.
Great storyline.
The match
awful match.
The match with Shane was I liked it. The one for
Triple H Orton was bad.
Yes.
It was so bad. Like
I used that against Triple H.
What storyline?
Hey, it's 10:30.
Orton had. We can take a minute or two for the break. I just want somebody to answer what storyline
Yowie
has Orton
Wowie
had that led to a good match?
Christian Money in the Bank 2011.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you that one. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. A top 5 wrestler should have more than one good feud.
Daniel Bryan 2013.
That was so much more Triple H.
2014
and
Daniel Bryan. Don't start moving the goalpost, you loser.
I'm not moving the
Orton and the
goalpost.
Authority breaking the Authority apart with Seth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Orton and Seth
Orton
Mania.
Seth. There you
That
go.
match was good.
Because Seth carries that.
No, it takes
my
two to
God.
tango.
Rookie year.
All right,
That's
all right.
why
So you
Jinder Mahal is
guys
so good at what he
consider Randy
does.
Orton a top 5 wrestler of all time?
No.
Why are
Okay.
you moving
Do
the
you consider-
goalpost like
do you
this
consider
now?
him a top 10?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Top 10
Top
of
10.
all time.
He's
No.
top 10 on my stand list of all time.
Top 10.
I don't think he's a top 10 wrestler of all
All
time.
right, Samora is the only one here that's getting it.
All right, we got a half hour to
Yowie,
kill.
yowie, yowie.
Not top 5. But
This
top
is a spicy Yowie Wowie Hour, and we're going to have about 8 more of these over the summer. Keep it locked
Yowie.
here on Brave New Radio. We're going to take a quick song break, and we'll be right back. Stick with us.
Who are these people? I just woke up in my underwear. No liquor left on the shelf. I should probably introduce myself. You should have seen what I wore. I had a cane and a party hat. I was the king of this hologram where there's no such thing as getting out of hand. Memories tend to just pop up. Drunk pre-meds and some rubber gloves. 5,000 people with designer drugs. don't think I'll ever get enough. Champagne, cocaine, gasoline, and most things in between. I rode the city in a shopping cart, a pack of camels in the smoke alarm. This night is heating up, raise hell and turn it up. See if you go on, you might pass out in a dream, but oh yeah, threaten me with a good time. It's a hell of a feeling though, it's a hell of a feeling though. Alright, it's a hell of a feeling though, it's a hell of a feeling though. What are these footprints?
Welcome back to No Results for the Weird on Brave New Radio. Jesse Norman is standing up, angrily yelling at us, still about this Randy Orton thing that doesn't matter.
Oh,
Tell me when Randy Orton has had a good story.
Wait until he fights Kofi Kingston.
Oh, matter of fact, sorry, I know what I'm going to talk about.
All right,
let's bash some more Triple H.
Oh my God! Here
Every
we go.
single one of his main events at WrestleMania sucked, and you can't tell me that they
WrestleMania
didn't.
2000 was fun.
Oh, the four McMahon.
The McMahon in every corner.
Okay.
I thought it was a good match.
When Big Show and Foley went out, it became good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Next, him and Jericho, trash.
The thing too.
He got carried at WrestleMania 20. 21 was decent. 22, decent.
I like 22. I like 22 a lot.
25, trash. And 32, hot trash.
The thing here, though, the thing to talk about, the three that you don't like the most there, 18, 25, 32. There were three matches there was a match on each of those shows that should have main evented because it was a bigger match.
Yeah.
One of those are Triple H's fault. He said that he wanted the main event 18.
Okay, well, I want a main event 18 too, but
That's
I
his
didn't
fault.
get
You
to
don't
do
have
that.
creative control. though.
He
Exactly.
had creative,
I ain't
he
get
had
to do
creative
that.
control, and he had to follow Rock and Hogan, and he didn't do a good job of it.
25, he had to follow Michaels and Taker, which it was
One of
impossible.
the best matches of all time. If not the
Exactly.
best.
And then 32, you could argue.
What did he follow?
You could argue Shane and Taker could have main
I was
evented.
going to say women's triple threat.
You could have also argued the women could have main evented.
That's what I was going with.
And the
that.
women
Yeah,
was a better match too. Anyway,
the women were a
stole
better
the
match,
show
but
that night.
that was not
All
going
the
to main
matches
event.
stunk. I agree
So-
with that.
Yeah, 32. there was-
Actually, you know what? Let's talk about 32 real quick.
There was
'cause
nothing to
I kind
follow.
of have a take on 32.
Let's start
I
from
have
start to finish.
remember 32.
Let's start from start to finish.
If
Hang on,
you
which one was 32?
everybody that wasn't supposed to
AT&T
win
Stadium.
won.
I'm fine with that.
If you take away the booking, it's not that bad of a show.
If you don't look at it from a Booker standpoint and you look at it just wrestling,
Just wrestling, it's not that bad.
there
the
was like two matches I didn't like. I didn't like Taker and Shane, and I didn't like the main event.
And the thing with like the booking decisions was everything got rewritten the day after.
Yeah.
So Shane lost at Mania, but he became GM the next night anyway.
That was the worst.
Co-GM.
Oh God, I hated that so much. He was like Vince McMahon the whole time. You have to beat Undertaker, and then Undertaker sitting there like, "I'm nobody's man, but I'm gonna fight you." Shit. What was that?
Jericho beat AJ, and the next night AJ became #1 contender to the WWE Championship.
That was a good match too.
Yeah,
League
that
of
was-
Nations beat the New Day,
League
and then the
of
league disbanded the next night.
I like to forget about that match. The Legends pop was
That was cool.
The main
Zack
thing.
Ryder won the IC title,
Then he
lost it
lost
the
it
next
the
night
next
to the
night.
right person, doing the right thing in the feud,
That ma-
bringing
that-
Maurice back and everything.
Sammy and KO were like MVPs
Yeah.
of that match.
I agree.
Even to an extent with like Charlotte won the title, but they moved away from it and they put heat on Natalia like the next night for that.
He needs to retire.
Yeah, that's a conversation for another
That's another Yowie
point.
Wowie.
Yeah.
I have an opinion on Natalia.
Oh
We can
God.
get to that.
Yeah, but Triple H, his main
We can get
events,
to that.
no bueno. And that's what makes me dislike him a lot more.
32 had Lesnar Ambrose.
That was bad.
That was
Oh, yeah, that match was bad, too.
that was
But
bad.
the next night too, Ambrose was like 3 months later. Ambrose was WWE champion. So
Yeah, he fought
Well, no,
the-
it wasn't Ambrose or Lesnar. It was just a bad match.
it
They
was.
did
Yeah,
not
they didn't do
mesh.
anything. Yeah,
They didn't do
Well,
anything.
Ambrose said he wanted to do a lot
he
of
wanted
stuff.
to do a lot of stuff, and
and
then
Lesnar said no. And guess what? Vince was like, he said no, so I say no.
yeah. But
Triple
that's
H
my
can go.
thing.
Triple H before.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, Mm.
Triple H can kick a boulder. His wrestling career can. Him as a booker in NXT, love him.
Of the last 5 or 6 years, so from 30 on is like a whole time period, right? From Mania 30 on, that's the network era of Manias.
Yeah,
Yeah.
32 is obviously the weakest.
and the worst.
Obviously,
35 strongest.
Isn't
You know that.
weakest and worstest.
it's saying that's,
Nah.
yeah. I'm saying it's the same thing.
I think those are different. But go ahead.
But you okay there, pal?
Sorry.
You got excited there. You heard butts and you're like, ah, crap.
Beef.
I remember the beef. Oh my god. Anywho, so 32 is the weakest of the network era Manias, but at the same time, as it stacks up to like Manias previous, it's not that bad. It's middle of the road, I think. I don't even think it's towards the bottom. I think it's middle of the road. 27 is not that bad. I'll fight to the death.
We're not
going
to do this again. We do this all the time.
27 is
So Natalia.
What was the thing that we were saying we were going to complain about instead of we bring up a match or we bring up something every week?
I bring up a match. We all bring up something.
I bring up Jinder Mahal, and then we were like, "Oh, there's a certain match that we always bring up."
Lars versus
Lars and
Alistair.
Alistair.
the worst match Alistair Black had
because Alistair kicked too far away. And with all he tried to box with God.
And with all this new allegations with Lars, I don't like him.
I mean,
anymore.
It's not new.
I'm like, what Alice do?
It's not new allegations. It's just stuff that they brought up back in November. Yeah. That's finally come to light because Lars is actually on TV.
I don't like him anymore than
he paid the fine. Titus O'Neil put him over on Twitter about like apologizing and trying to do right. So
they let Hulk Hogan back in. So what do you expect from WWE?
That's true.
You're kind of right.
Natalia, let's go.
Yeah, all right.
Excuse yourself.
I mean, you did it for me.
So okay, there's this wide belief that Natalia is like a good worker and she's a very good wrestler.
She's had one good match.
I disagree entirely. I think she's so safe. She doesn't do anything.
She's solid.
Like there's like this belief that like she's been hindered so much by the Divas era. Like this is the best time to be a woman in WWE, and Natalia's maybe the 9th best woman on the roster.
Yeah, her title reign was
below that.
Like
her title reign was so forgettable.
Natalia, there's just like this.
Exactly. SummerSlam 17.
Her biggest storyline was one that was dropped, and it was that her and Ronda were best friends.
I thought it was her farting.
That led to a good match, though. Her and Ronda. Her and Ronda was a good TV match.
Forgettable. I don't even remember.
It was a TV match. The storyline didn't even warrant a pay-per-view.
You know what her?
It didn't need to.
In all honesty, do you know her best match was? It was her and Charlotte at TakeOver.
Yeah,
that's her best match.
Yeah.
That was 5 years ago. Yeah, it was
5 years ago, and she hasn't done
it's
anything
actually
since.
Next Wednesday is the 5-year anniversary of that show.
I don't know how you just know these.
It's May 29th.
May 19th.
May 19th was.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have to bring something. You know what scared me? Like I was about to say something.
Commitment.
No.
That scares me. Anywho, go ahead.
Hope your lady friend's not listening. That's gonna understand.
Yowie Wowie.
Yowie Wowie.
Oh, no, but when I was a kid, so like you know how JR used to like emphasize everything.
Yeah.
So I used to think wrestling was like real.
Yeah.
I kept looking online till I was 12 to try to prove to myself it was real.
So when Kane unmasked, and the funny thing about that, it's around this time in the calendar.
3, yeah.
I was looking at like the 1040, like the actual time. Like, what?
Stop. Yeah. So yeah, every time he used to come out, like after he unmasked, I would like run to this place in my house, and my mom was like, and then my brothers would be like, "Oh, he's gone." They would bring me back to the TV, and he's still there. I'm like, "You guys are horrible." Yeah, that scared me a lot as a kid.
I tried telling my mom that Vince McMahon died. And she was like,
Then he came back the next night.
Like, no, he didn't.
Because
I was like, no, he had to die. The limo blew up. She's like, if it was on TV, he didn't die. And I was like, Mom, he died. He's dead. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Then he returned the next night.
You guys know like the whole like plan for that, right?
Yeah.
So like obviously
I forgot it.
Let's dive in again.
Obviously,
walk us through, Don.
Obviously, it was dropped because of the Benoit thing, and they want to have like a fake dead person and a real dead person on the show.
Yeah, then it gets too confusing.
Yeah.
You know, who
so
really
the idea would have been they, Vince is dead. Oh God, what's happening? They eventually find out too that he has an illegitimate son on the roster. It's Mr. Kennedy.
Yep.
Mr.
And Kennedy would eventually that would go to his head, and that would lead to Triple H versus Mr. Kennedy at WrestleMania for Vince's love. And after Triple H wins, basically for Vince's love. After Triple H wins,
guess what? That probably would have sucked.
Yeah. After Triple H wins, Vince returns and it's like, "Oh, I wasn't dead. I was just seeing if my family loved me." That's basically how it was supposed to go.
Oh no, I don't want to say it's better what happened because that's
yeah. It's better off that it didn't happen. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Michelle says
shout out to Michelle.
Yeah.
That's something great that she put up there.
Mean,
especially the last one.
bullying, and it's not going to be tolerated.
We stand that. That's
we
what
appreciate
we stand.
Power. That's a good song by Grimes.
Who?
Grimes.
Oh, I thought you said somebody else.
Vic Grimes.
I thought you said
I think I know where you were
Yeah,
going.
I know where you were going.
I know where he was going too. Well, rhymes with Grimes.
Friend of the show. Pour one out.
no, let's not do that.
No. Anyways, geez.
Yowie Wowie indeed.
This
This is Bray Wyatt's best work, by the way. Yowie
We didn't
Wowie.
really talk about that.
Oh,
Because he
man,
didn't do
yeah.
much this week.
They
just had
Yeah,
like
that
a-
was very short.
They just had like a long form intro for his show.
That made me super sad.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
It's literally all I look forward
Listen-
to on Raw.
Listen, I thought I was going to be down in the dumps because there was no Yowie Wowie from Bray this week, but the 24/7 title came into my life, and I couldn't be
He
happier.
did tweet out the words Yowie Wowie when his son was born.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, he did.
Canash 6
Nash.
Rotunda.
I think it's Nash.
I have to pronounce it like that because you can't read it over the radio. See, if we were on TV talking this, it would be
he
nice
just
lower
took
third
Kevin
graphic.
Nash and made it
Exactly.
one
That's
name.
what I think it is, yeah.
And
Honestly,
X-Pac's
here's our
bad
next
gimmick.
topic. Kevin Nash doesn't get enough credit for what he did. People complain for years about Kevin Nash not being a good wrestler and politicking and stuff, but like
His quads.
but like he was good. He did
Good.
He was all right.
Dante,
He-
you don't even sound like you believe what you're saying. He was
did his-
good.
He did his stuff. He was a very smart businessman, and I think he has the right kind of perspective on this. He was fine. He's in the same way that people complained that Batista wasn't a good wrestler. I think,
They're very similar.
I
Batista
think you have to look at Kevin Nash the same way.
Well, I also think this is a big reason why. I think when you just look at Kevin Nash, he kind of looks like an a-hole.
I mean,
That's kind of
he
why.
is, but
like
I
Kevin
think
Nash,
he is one.
Kevin
The
Nash,
goatee, the long
Kevin
hair.
Nash off
Yeah.
screen, like
He's actually kind. He's kind of cool.
he's an awful person. Like he's not a good guy, and I think that's a big reason why people like hate. Just like JBL, it is very popular now to hate JBL. People hated JBL
He
back
punched
in the
Blue
day.
Meanie in the face for no
yeah,
reason.
He's a bully,
And you know-
that's been pretty much.
And you know what
reported.
his friend did? He hit him over the head with a chair as hard as he could.
Yeah.
It concussed him for like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
That's revenge
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah,
That's-
Wowie.
it's bad people, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's a big reason why Kevin Nash gets no love because everybody
And his quads too.
because people just know.
And that trash
Ooh.
NWO run from 2002.
Oh my God! All
That was
right,
bad.
the 2002
And the trash-
draft,
and the trash 2003 run.
draft, right?
I liked it.
Why do you take NWO as a team and then take Bubba Ray when you can just take
Take two
both
leaders.
of them?
Okay, no las dos.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense.
You're
No,
still
I'm
mad
mad.
about this?
Oh my
It's
God!
been 17 years, pal.
That's been 17 years.
Yeah.
2002 was 17 years ago.
All right,
yeah.
because I'm like 19. That's like kind of crazy.
And then WrestleMania 32, the Dudley Boys had the Usos' worst match.
That's true.
They did.
you remember when they had the
The
table?
Dudleys weren't good.
You remember when they had the table? Are you
mean
talking
like ever or like when they came
They have
back?
historical significance. They were good in hardcore matches, but like as an actual tag team, they're a chore to watch.
Oh, like Randy Orton.
Oh, here we go.
How did you do that? That's a kind of hard right that you take. WWE has some sort of working card for their sumo hall shows in Japan for next month.
Oh, if it's in Japan, it's gonna get
Universal title: Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Wow, that's good though because he's so big over there.
Pardon?
Raw Women's Championship: Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss.
That might not. Pardon?
AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson versus Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and Bobby
The
Lashley.
mid card of evil, the
Breakfast
breakfast.
Club.
Hold on. Did you
Breakfast
see?
Club.
Did you see how Styles smacked Corbin? That was a little stiff.
Samoa Joe versus Ricochet versus Cesaro.
Oh,
Speaking of stiff,
Braun Strowman versus Robert Roode.
I don't
Okay.
care. Next.
cool.
Women's tag titles: Iconics versus the Kabuki Warriors.
I hate that name.
I love that name.
Is it who's that?
Asuka and Kyrie.
Yeah,
That's what they're
their
called.
name.
That's what they're called. The
It's so
Kabuki
dumb.
Warriors.
It reminds me of something else.
The Great Kabuki.
Sounds like a bad Scooby Doo villain.
The Great Kabuki was a wrestler.
Oh God! Continue.
And then the Raw Tag Championships:
Facts.
Ryder and Hawkins against the Revival.
Oh, that means everyone in the feud.
Then the next night, cards up. The next night they have Gallows and Anderson, the
Hey,
Revival. They have Nakamura, Rude. They have Becky, Asuka, and Alexa.
I love Hawkins Ryder, but this card started up here and it just went down.
I mean, you're never gonna see it unless you buy a ticket. So it's
That's fair.
Unless they air it.
they're not gonna
No,
air it.
they're not airing it.
That's been the house show match, the Hawkins.
Can we
Ryder
talk
versus
about
Revival.
this real quick?
Talk.
Jushin Thunder Liger, they brought him in to work one match
With
in
Tyler
New York.
Breeze, right?
And
Yeah.
it was with Tyler Breeze.
Good.
Bad long-term thinking there.
But great short-term thinking.
Think about if the fans voted Tough Patrick Clark and Tough Enough, and then we eventually got Dream versus Liger, everything would be better in the world.
Guess what?
I still do love Tyler Breeze.
So
though.
I
You know who's the
don't.
X factor in both of those?
just
Tyler
great in
Breeze,
NXT.
because he's gonna fight Dream.
Tyler Breeze, dude,
It'd be a good match.
Breeze clowned, or Dream clowned him
He did.
on
Dream
Dream
NXT.
clowns everybody.
He said
I-
you didn't cut it on Monday and Tuesdays.
I loved.
like, whoa.
So like this was originally going to be Dijakovic versus Dream because that's what they were building.
And that
to.
would have been fine,
But
too.
Dijakovic hurt himself, and that's why he's off TV, and that's why they switched it. But the way it seems on TV is that Dream eviscerated Dijakovic to
And
the
he-
Middle Earth.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't recover. So
He made a Star Spangled Banner song.
I
and
love that.
just
I
destroyed him.
love that. Yeah.
And he had to run away and hide.
What did we want to bring up again?
We have 10 minutes, so we could bring up
There's
anything
something
at
else
this
that we were
point.
talking about.
This NXT takeover is about to slap.
And it's like on the fly too. Like
Yeah,
there's
I
no
love
reason
it.
for
They're
it to
like,
be
oh,
any
let's
good.
So
25. Let's do
one of
NXT Takeover 25.
It's one of the best cards again.
And we said,
Somehow.
don't we say that every time?
Yeah, you're right.
I just want the Street Profits to win the tag titles. That's
Yeah.
all I care about.
You know who's gonna win it.
Yowie.
The Undisputed Era.
No.
They got it. They're doing their
Bobby
gold
Fish
rush.
hurt himself again.
When?
At the house shows over the weekend. He got like a
Is Roddy
concussion or
taking his spot?
something.
Is Roddy doing double duty?
Roddy might have to do double
Ooh.
duty.
Roddy versus
He'll be-
Riddle's
It's
gonna
going to be
good.
really good, yeah.
He might. Fish might make it back because it's not.
Yeah.
Gold Rush.
Yeah.
That-
Gold
It's
Rush.
time.
And I think that Dream's gonna lose at not Toronto, to Roddy.
I just
Eventually.
want to see the Street Profits win.
So do I.
I want
Look,
that match in main event, too.
you-
I don't even care.
You're gonna get a big frog splash.
That's to open the show.
I want TakeOver to end with Gary and Montez Ford holding the tag titles.
Gary.
It's got, yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Sorry to like.
Yeah.
I want that
just-
to happen too. But I want to talk about Bray. That's what's not.
All right.
When do you think he's gonna?
Never.
I mean, I'm fine.
It's
with
just a
that.
segment
Where
guy.
do you think he's gonna never?
I'm
that
fine
could have
with
been
that.
so many different things.
I'd love to see him wrestle Samoa Joe at SummerSlam. That's what I booked when I won the Book SummerSlam thing from Sportsathon.
My SummerSlam card was so much
I still voted for.
I still
Samoa,
won. No, it doesn't matter.
I think you have a bunch of burn.
I would have won if I was here, but that's another.
Who is he? Kevin Durant.
I
got a bunch of
I
banners.
voted for myself.
So did I. Because I had the best card.
I
voted
won.
for Steven.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Anywho,
Dante, you also won our 4-point play one where you had the marginally. You took Kemba Walker over Damian Lillard.
Yeah, that's
and I still won.
That was no.
'Cause I
My
put together an
run
entertaining
Run that on
team.
the 2K simulation.
In the-
Run it
It
on
doesn't
any
matter.
simulation.
Run
I
that back
smack
turbo.
in the
you.
wise words of Jesse's favorite Randy Orton. Stupid.
Stupid.
Run that back turbo.
Run that back turbo.
Yo, shout out to Richard the Groat.
I miss
Pour
Richard.
one out for Richard.
Everybody, let's look up some Dante Culpepper stats.
But Bray,
Bray.
Tyler,
when's he gonna make his like in-ring debut, or just appear live on a show? When do you guys?
never.
Stomping ground.
Well, okay.
Build him up for SummerSlam. That's what I'm
Bully Ray said on the
Who?
podcast.
He needs to terrorize WWE.
He needs to terrorize WWE.
Yeah.
Bray responded and said, "I like the way you think." I don't think they're gonna do that, but that would be interesting.
He
I
just
would
shows
like
up
that.
at every show, just beats people
I would
up.
like for him to show up to the arena and everything and not immediately wrestle. Like it's not like, oh, and Bray Wyatt's debuting tonight.
No,
here's his
lurking around.
match against Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, no, I think they'll
Like-
build him up to his first match being a feud thing.
Yeah.
It needs. I don't want him to come back randomly and just fight Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
You know,
like Lars
him versus
Sullivan is.
Kalisto.
Will he be in his child show like attire until like you know how Finn has his normal self and Finn has the demon? Is that how it's gonna be like?
No, I think he's totally the
Mask
guy. Yeah, I think that's just his wrestling persona.
He needs a
Because his whole thing on that episode of Firefly Funhouse was that he was channeling his aggression, where he was always
control
just
it.
he could control it.
Darkness.
Who's he, the Hulk?
So it's like when Kane had that split personality thing when he was fighting Seth in 2015, where like certain points he was the corporate Kane, and then he would come out as Demon Kane. Like we'd see him backstage, and he'd be talking, and he's all Firefly Funhouse sweater vest, Mr. Rogers thing, and then he comes out as like the weird crazy guy. Yeah, that's what I think is gonna come out. I love Bray Wyatt.
So do I.
I don't.
Bray Wyatt in the last month has.
I'm joking. I want to get your reactions.
Bray Wyatt in the last month has made me forget that he sucked for so long.
Yeah, Matt.
I don't think he sucked. Except with
Matt Hardy retired, said his pelvis was fused just so he could get away from him.
I like the Ultimate Deletion match.
I
Ultimate
didn't.
Deletion, I loved.
I
loved the Ultimate
I
Deletion.
hate Matt Hardy.
The Scooby Doo thing where he's. That's amazing. Come on.
You don't like Matt Hardy? Let's
Not
talk
that
about
much. Not anymore.
Yeah, he's kind of like.
I like V1 Matt Hardy.
V1, nah.
We have some time left. I'm gonna say this.
Name of
Say
the
it.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Sorry, here we go.
So, like, is social media stuff with WWE like now continuity? Like, is that
They bring it up enough,
because,
yeah.
So like, okay, this is the thing though, right? If they're gonna bring it up sometimes, just bring it up more. Because, like, I feel like so many feuds now are, like, built on social media. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like the casual fans are paying attention to that. So then they're, like, when it gets to Raw or SmackDown, they have this feud kind of planned out. And they've even been expressing it through social media. And then they have to, like, dial it back some. Build a new graphics package, my guys. Come on. Just,
Shout out Al Clark.
Just throw up some...
Shout out to the GOAT.
Throw
Real
up some
quick.
tweets or something, you know. Let everybody
do
know
that,
what's
though.
going on. I don't think they do it enough.
Okay.
I think they should
Yeah.
I think if they're really gonna push forward, bring Tout back.
Oh,
Don't
God.
bring
We do
Tout
need
back.
to.
No, we don't.
But like, if you're gonna go with this like whole social media aspect and everything, I really think they should push it more because just Becky's Twitter account, it's amazing.
Yeah.
That was something they brought up during the Becky 24.
Yeah.
Was how much that they built the Mania main event over social media.
They did.
They did.
And they did so much.
All of it was social media.
When the
Yeah.
feud started to cool down on TV, that's when it
picked up on
escalated on
social
social
media,
media.
yeah.
Because, like, it was reports that she was actually getting Ronda mad.
Yeah, and they were like,
That's
well, you
hilarious.
could see Ronda was actually getting mad by her interviews.
I didn't watch her 24 either. I
didn't watch it.
I didn't watch the 24, but you could tell, or I seen parts of it.
I'll do that when I get home.
But
Probably
you
not.
could tell Ronda was actually getting mad by the interview she did.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't need this. Wrestling's fake. I'm not fake. Like
Oh,
she was.
I hate when she says that.
She was very clearly annoyed.
She needs to fight Holly Holm again, see what's fake or not.
Wow.
Why is it?
That's really where you draw the line. Kofi Kingston just tweeted 3 minutes ago, and that's what I was going to bring up there. So he said, "Thank you to everyone for their concern. I'm doing just fine." On SmackDown, he made his statement. At Super Showdown, I'll make mine.
Cool.
They've done very well by Kofi over this past
Very
year.
good.
I love how Kofi. Like we all said, like, oh, Kofi can have a short reign. If it's like this, I don't want Kofi to have a short
No,
reign.
yeah.
Neither do I.
I would love for him to have a long reign because I'm not over this Kofi storyline
Yeah.
at all.
The only thing now is who's going to be the bad guy to take it from him. I don't think Roman's
Brock.
going to take
Has to be
it.
Brock.
Well, I think eventually they want to do Roman Brock again. I don't think they should.
Mania 36.
I
here we go.
really don't think they should. Come on, look at how the last one went, or at least the biggest, the WrestleMania one.
Yeah, that was.
They almost got booed out. Like it was bad.
The fans didn't give that match a chance. It's not that bad of
Oh
a
no,
match.
no, the fans didn't give it a chance. But you can't tell me where it ended up was not boo worthy. Oh, he kicked out of an F5. Nobody cheered. Let's do 8 more. Let's make him bleed.
He did
so
do it
hard.
6 times, yeah.
Yeah, and through a table and everything. I mean, I don't think they should run Roman Brock in, or at least they shouldn't for a while. They should give it at least a year or something.
Yeah,
because Roman Brock was built up for what felt like forever.
Ever.
Yeah, let's hope we don't get that again.
No.
Yeah.
We should get a new flame.
I'm trying to think.
Orton,
who will
maybe?
take it. I don't think Orton will take it from him. I don't think Orton's geared up for
Another title run.
Before Money in the Bank, I would have said Andrade.
I was about to say Andrade should.
I don't think that's going to happen.
That would be the best way to get. Did you guys see the report about the writer who came out about the Andrade thing?
No.
When Andrade had a conversation with Vince and said, "Hey, I want to push," and Vince said, "Learn English and then we'll talk."
But now I heard a report that they
That
hired,
sounds like Vince McMahon. though.
I heard a report that they hired an English tutor for Andrade because they want him to succeed like that.
He's learning English, like he is learning, but Vega got him over.
Yeah.
Vega's so good.
Yeah.
Don't make Vega expendable.
She's not. I mean, she's the whole reason he won the NXT title. It's because of what she does at ringside too. It's not just because putting him over on the mic.
Yeah, his skill with her
Mouth.
Yeah, her intangibles. Let's make it
That's crazy.
little cleaner here. Her
That's
intangibles really heighten his whole act.
Yeah.
So,
but we like him
yeah.
a lot.
So just hear me out here.
No,
Zelina
never.
Vega faction. And she just talks for Andrade, Cesaro. Cesaro
Why
needs to take
Cesaro?
the mouthpiece out when he talks.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Why do you leave it in?
That's dumb. That's just
We
dumb.
get you busted your teeth on a.
That was wild.
That was almost 2 years ago now, right?
That was
yeah.
at No Mercy 17.
When the Hardys came back.
Yeah.
No,
month
he
after.
was
That was
fighting.
against Seth and Dean.
He was fighting
was it?
Seth and Dean.
Yeah.
Yeep.
Oh god! Do you guys remember how long that storyline went on?
What?
The Seth and
Oh, I thought you
Dean
were
going-
and
The bar?
the bar.
I thought you were going Sheamus Cesaro.
That was
best out
like
of seven.
That-
6 months.
That went from SummerSlam to Royal Rumble because Jason Jordan was on his.
I miss
yeah,
Jason
right.
Jordan. He would have been so good. He would have been the constable.
Let me tell you about that kid, Jason Jordan.
He'd have been the what?
The constable. He would have been Baron Corbin.
Is he still Kurt Angle's son? In
Technically, yeah.
okay.
But yeah, he would. At Mania this year, it would have been Jordan versus Angle in Angle's
That
last
still
match.
would have been bad.
I would have liked that.
I would have loved
Guess
it. I
what?
miss
I don't-
Jason Jordan. So, Jason Jordan, if you're listening, I miss you. I love you.
Let me tell you
Please
about
come
that
back.
kid, That kid,
Yeah.
Jason Jordan.
I don't-
He's got it.
I don't think he's coming back.
He's not, but Jason, please come back.
Nah, yeah.
Can Gable go to 205 Live?
No,
Yes.
can't he go to 205?
We'll be a star.
I don't want to see him.
What?
What?
What brand is Gable on?
SmackDown Live.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
any
he's
brands
not.
with this new wild card thing. I don't
Well,
know.
apparently the Superstar Shakeup's still not over.
That's fine.
So
Could
That's still a thing.
They might as well just end the brand split if they're going to do it like this. In all honesty,
Honestly.
well, you know.
Well, that was our show.
was it really?
I think.